No, bro, I need a quarterback though. I'm hurting right now.
What do you think Joe Flacco's doing? You're not picking up Joe Flacco, and it's come on, Josh. We
Bro,
got to get
I mean,
that right.
I have hella fucking. I had an extra spot. You never know, motherfuckers. Hey,
We got to get that
hey,
shit corrected, dog. You
hey,
said I
hey,
just picked up Joe Flacco in
hey,
2021 and said, "What do you think?"
hey, man. I mean, shoot,
I think you need a lot of help at quarterback.
I do
Hence
need.
why you picked up Joe Flacco.
Yeah, if it's as bad as
My
Joe
bad.
Flacco, bro, that's
Yes,
My
I'm
God,
sure
my
we could
boy
figure
Ref
something
out.
else out. There has to
that's
be
I
something
have
bottomless.
Sam
else.
Darnold though. Sam Darnold been doing butt cheeks the last couple of weeks, but they talk about sitting his bitch ass, so he about to perform this week.
No,
Do you think
hundred
they
percent.
were trying
And
to
he
even
play
get
and he played the
Watson?
Falcons. And he played the Falcons. Yeah, he gonna get off. He gonna get off. Tua
Yep,
just threw 4 touchdowns against the Falcons. Yeah, on me. You can
yep.
get off against the Falcons. I put Sam
I need
Darnold.
Sam Darnold by six of them.
I'm starting Sam Darnold this week too because Lamar on the
Yeah,
bye.
yeah.
Oof.
So Sam Darnold is subbing in for me this week.
Is he seeing ghosts?
Nah, he playing the Falcons, bros. He gonna be seeing a lot of open receivers.
Hmm.
We're gonna be hoping, sir. We're gonna be hoping. But
And if not,
everybody,
bros, we got a good enough team. We got a good enough nucleus. You know what I mean? That the
Said
rest of the
nuclear.
guys can come through. You know what I mean?
Hold on, let me get my charger real quick. One more, hold on.
yeah, go ahead, do your thing, Josh. While Josh is grabbing his charger. Welcome to the episode, everybody. This is the 6th episode of the Stat Daddy podcast. I am. Oh yeah, we already flashed that title card. It's all good. We're just gonna
Shout out
start opening.
Jamar. Shout out
We're
Jamar.
gonna start just opening it up and just going like fucking intro. We're just gonna start it with like whatever bullshit we're shooting beforehand, Austin, because you know what, like we got some good content without even realizing every single time.
Bro,
And
because I
I
didn't
don't
even
want
know
to.
this lie.
I don't want to stunt the chatter or anything like that with like a full on intro. So I was just gonna wait till from now on. Just wait till there's like a good point to do it. But what's popping, everybody? I'm joined by Zacc, top 3 dead or alive / retired rappers. Just retired from putting out music professionally. Not even really professionally, but you know what I mean. Just I don't know. He's out the rap game,
I know
unfortunately.
me and Zach had a long conversation about that. And I was like, my boy Chazzy?
Broke my
Hey,
heart,
bro,
but
no.
hey, it's for
Hey,
the
hey,
best.
All
bigger and
good
better
things come to an
things.
end. You feel me? All
Yes,
good things come
sir.
to an end.
You got too much solar money in your
Mhm.
pocket. That's what you do right now.
Man, I
Hey,
mean, God,
hey,
go
tell
where
him,
the money
Chazzy.
at. Go where the
Hey,
money at.
tell him, Chazzy.
Go where the money at.
hey,
And
bro,
that's the rest
Seinfeld
of the
ended. Seinfeld ended
Hey,
what it needed
I
to
just
as
popped
well,
a
man. You know
15
what I
Kelly
mean?
today, actually.
Chazzy Cade's the Luke Kuechly of rap. Just retired
Mhm.
when just a little early,
Nah,
bro. He's like,
I
fuck
thought,
it, I was
hey,
nice.
I
I'm
thought about
gonna
when you
get
said that
out.
earlier. I thought about when you said that yesterday. I prefer to be Andrew Luck.
Okay, why not?
Why?
I'll give
Because
it
you
to
were
you.
I
I
doing
prefer
like
to
them
be
tribute
both.
or
Luck.
what?
No,
Why were you? Like,
Yeah,
what?
did you
Like, what?
lose both your legs? What happened?
chill. Nah, I hit a
Hey, no disrespect to Andrew Luck. That boy
poor
cold.
fella.
I'm not
Nah,
saying
He's
that.
cool as fuck.
He
Yeah,
just injury prone. You know, he just
poor
it
fella.
happens,
He was back there getting killed,
getting killed. His O line,
bro.
his O line made him retire early. Literally.
bro.
It's fucked up to laugh, but
Bro,
it's really not okay.
one of his injuries was like a lacerated kidney or something crazy. I was like, what?
Damn.
That's
didn't
a
know that.
It sounds like
lacerated. Y'all trying to
sounds like
kill
a
me out
botched
here,
surgery. Yeah.
bro. Yes,
Doesn't
bro.
sound like no fucking football injury.
Poor
My
guy.
lord. Poor
We love
guy.
you, Andrew.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But something that we don't love is losing to Pequeño Papi in any fantasy football league. So I just
Hey,
gotta
hey,
tear the band-aid
especially
off, you
when
feel
you're
me?
butt cheeks in that league. Oh man, the Zac's pretty good in that league. He got to be sick.
Gotta tear the
He
band-aid
gotta
off.
be sick.
So
He
whenever
gotta
I
be
drafted my
sick.
team, I had in mind like, hey, I'm gonna try to put as many as my good guys on the same bye week, so I can just take one L, like one
Yeah,
solid L.
smart.
Okay.
I did the same thing.
Well,
I had 5 players out.
I didn't anticipate that Pequeño Papi was going to be my week 7 matchup where I have like my best guys on bye. So of
Oh man.
course I tried to put up my best squad against the Petty Prince, but dog, it was not working out. I
No,
had some dude that
hey,
didn't
you
even
gotta give it
fucking
to me. I didn't
start.
say shit. I didn't
I,
say shit. You're the one that started it.
bruh,
Hey, who was your?
I had someone who didn't even fucking play because
Same, me too.
I like he did too, and that was the saddest thing. Like, and Josh had injuries too, but his depth was just better than mine. I had my 4 of my 5 starters out. I was like, fuck. Oh, it was sick. I knew I was going to hear about it too on the podcast. I was like, fuck, man. I almost didn't want to invite him.
Do the podcast.
I almost didn't want to invite him. I was like, fuck
all
it,
that
bro.
shit about Mike Evans, bro. I was sitting there like watching the game.
Don't even get me started on Mike Evans.
I was just like, damn, I know Zacc is fucking sick right now, bro.
He saved his fucking big pop for me. Yeah, big pop for me on Pequeño Papi's day.
Did he have a 40-point weekend?
36. Or 31, something like that.
Jeez,
man, that's tough.
I saw what he put up the week before, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm."
Yeah, but the week before that, bro, he put up 29 right before the week right before that.
Me 13.
The week right before. No, the week right before we played, he put up fucking 4.9.
No. I'm talking about like prior to the not like 2 weeks ago.
Well, I'm talking about the week before because I saw the week before and I'm like, 4 points. I'm like, Mike Evans back to his old ways. I'm like, I bet. I was like, he blew his load. And then I saw Antonio Brown was out, and I was like, they're probably gonna feed him. But if Mike Evans catches, I don't know, let's say 2 touchdowns for 2 yards. I'm cool with that. That's like a Mike Evans stat line I've seen a lot. Like, I'm cool with that. Leonard Fournette can get all the yardage, Godwin can get all the yardage. And honestly, it was kind of true. It was only kind of true because I think Mike Evans only put up 70 yards still. But those 3 tutties, gross.
Yeah, gross.
That'll put a knot in anyone's stomach when they see that.
Gross, bro.
Big red zone target.
But I had my boy AJ Brown, who's been slandered unfairly on this podcast for way too long by Pequeño Papi. He held his own. He's been the 4th highest scoring wide receiver the last 2 weeks, and that's on limited snaps from health. But hey, what's up?
I said I'd just be disrespectful because you guys like him so much.
Oh yeah, bro, he's nice.
Bro, Mike Evans only had 6 receptions, bro.
3 of them was touchdowns.
And 3 of them was touchdowns. 76 yards only, bro.
God.
Damn. If you look at 3 tutties, you're thinking at least 150, right?
You feel me? You would think.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like you. That's why I don't like Mike Evans because it's still like a gross stat line. You're like, ugh, because like his shit's more like swing and touchdown dependent for him to have like a big day. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's super touchdown dependent.
But like
they had a lot of short fields. They had a lot of short fields. Justin Fields was poor fella. Talk about a poor guy.
Hey, tell him what I did.
Pequeño Papi dropped Justin Fields with like -6 points. Like Justin Fields had -6 points on his bench, and he dropped them like halfway through the second quarter. Like Josh dropped this man mid-game. Was like, fuck, I can't.
I ain't taking no risk. I don't want it no more. No more bad juju for me.
Poor guy, man. Poor kid.
You're
letting that kid get killed, bro. Like, you want to talk about the next player to get a kidney laceration in the NFL?
Yeah, bro.
Fields, dog. Oh, poor guy.
Goodness,
bro.
They might need to put him back on the bench until they figure some shit out.
Boy,
put the Red out there. Dog, I was just saying, just like cannon fodder for now. Let this guy recover.
On me. Andy Dog can take them hits.
What's the plan? What's the plan? Do you know what the plan is?
I don't know. Look like survive.
It's not Justin Fields.
Survive. Well, now I don't think it's his fault, bro. Their O-line is literally horrible.
You better go get some picks.
Well, no, here's what I can tell y'all. Matt Nagy will be coaching college football next year because the Bears off the show finna fire his clown ass. It's over for you, my brother. So, because y'all passed on Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes for, what was that boy name that they took from North Carolina? Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, he's trash,
bro. And now y'all took him 2 overall. Too. That was blown. They not finna let you blow the Justin Fields try, bro. Like they can't. They can't afford to. Nah, you gotta go.
But Justin, man, it's crazy. It's just so hard to know which quarterback is gonna be great in the NFL, bro, because you can't tell. Truthfully, you can never tell.
No, but it do be systems, bro. It be where you go. Like now, Mac Jones looks like the best rookie quarterback because he went to the Patriots.
Yeah.
Like it really do be the organization you go to. It ain't necessarily the fact that Mac Jones is better than Trevor Lawrence or better than Justin Fields or better than Zach Wilson But I mean, damn, Zach Wilson went to the Jets.
You already knew he was doomed, bro. You already knew that kid was doomed.
Trevor Lawrence went to the Jags. Like, what, dude?
Honestly, if like as much as Lamar be mad about all these teams, he lucky he ended up in the Ravens.
100%. Because the organization you go to matter. But if you look at it, there's only a couple teams in the NFL that are consistently good.
Yeah.
Like a lot of other teams, like they might have 1 year where they pop their heads out, show they still a football team, and then they go right back in the hole where they belong. The only teams that are consistently good, bro, is like, you feel me? The Patriots,
realistically the Steelers,
the Ravens, the Steelers, like them three, the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Patriots. Them are three teams that has been good since I've been watching football just about every year. Everybody else, here and there. The Broncos is good when they had Peyton Manning. They've been the Broncos ever since. Oh, the Packers are always good too. Ever since they got Aaron Rodgers. And y'all been good too, Josh. Ever since y'all got Russell Wilson, y'all have been good. Like, and y'all were also good in the earlier years too. Yeah. When y'all had what's the boy name y'all had?
Sean Alexander.
Yeah. Back when y'all had Sean Alexander, them y'all was solid as well.
He was running with that white quarterback, Matt Hasselbeck.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you know what's crazy, bro? The year I got here from Seattle, bro, it was the first year that we had went to the Super Bowl, bro. And we were so broke, right? And I remember like begging my godmother, bro, to buy a TV. We had bought this big ass TV from fucking Walmart. Me and my dad had carried it from Walmart because we have a car at the time. We had carried it from Walmart. And we watched the game. Bro, we watched it. I remember my dad didn't know because I had got this like antenna, right? To watch cartoons in the morning and shit. I'm just a kid, you know? We had got here. I was like 10, 11 years old. And fucking my dad was like, fuck, we can't watch the game. I was like, Dad, we got NBC. It's right here, right? And so me and my dad hella hype. My dad's hella fucking hype, bro. Dog. Bro, we fucking lost to the punk ass Steelers 21-10. I was disgusted, boy. Bro, talk about a game for like just let the refs let the motherfuckers win. You can kiss my ass, Chaz. That game, Chaz.
What it was, but back then they played football, bro. The refs wasn't getting involved like that back then. You feel me?
Chaz, I was looking at it, I was like, oh my God. My dad, I don't think I've never seen my dad so upset, bro.
Honestly. That Steelers defense that year was, I mean, God, these is players like Troy Polamalu, you know what I mean?
I agree.
Casey Hampton, Brett Keys.
Well, we also had the MVP that year. We literally had Sean Alexander. That was Sean Alexander's MVP year. Going crazy.
Yeah, bro. But you see, the thing is, Sean Alexander was a wreck, and we had Casey Hampton and Brett Keisel sitting inside the center of the D line.
And fucking 10 fucking refs on your line. Like,
chill, bro.
Fuck out of here. I fucking hate y'all.
We did that to everybody all year.
Austin, can you change it from week 1 to week 6 on the little pull down bar? Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Sorry to interrupt you guys' conversation.
And that boy Cooper Kupp is having a redumulous season.
Boy.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That boy crazy.
Can you hit press go, Austin, as well whenever you do that? That little go right there. So
that boy must have threw a party when the Rams traded for Matt Stafford, boy.
Yeah, do you think it's Matt Stafford or you think it's?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. So, if we look, it's their number 1 and 2 respectively the last 2 weeks together.
The both of them.
Yeah, it's the both of them, bro.
I mean, you know, what I'm saying, you know, that's
Cooper
crazy.
Kupp is a solid ass receiver, and when you upgrade from Jared Goff to Matt Stafford, my brother, iPhone 6 to iPhone 13, people, you know what I mean? Yeah, my brother. Yeah, it helps a lot. It helps a lot. It helps a lot, bro.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp and Matt Stafford are both definitely diamonds in the rough this season compared to like where they were drafted and where they're performing. But we're going to be getting into our studs and duds of weeks 6 to 7, the last 2 weeks. Yeah, Austin, if you want to flick up that graphic, I know you worked so hard on it. Boom, week 6 and 7, studs and duds. Bussin'. You already know what it is. Anyways. Yeah, so week 6 to 7, a lot has happened. And fantasy-wise, it's looking pretty fucking weird already. Like, I know whenever you, like, everyone drafts, to like week 7 to 8 in the season, teams look way different than when you started. There's players you would have never imagined in certain spots, like Tua Tagovailoa being the 5th highest scoring person in fantasy football the last 2 weeks. Yeah, what? But yeah, very quickly, I just want to give flowers to Jamar Chase because I never have any faith in rookie wide receivers ever. So my boy, geez, literally historic pace. Austin, could you possibly pull up that photo whenever you get a chance that I sent you of the screenshot of Instagram, the Jamar Chase one with that crazy stat?
Hey, can I point out something crazy to y'all in this top list? If you look at these top 10 players, the top 10 scores the last 2 weeks, 6 of them are from Alabama and LSU.
I was literally gonna say that right now.
Derrick Henry, Joe Burrow, Tua, Jalen Hurts, Jamar Chase, Leonard Fournette. SEC
That's
football.
crazy.
SEC football,
Crazy.
baby. Damn, look at old Tua showing his ass. I see you, Tua.
Yeah, bro, he's up here. He's up here trying.
Tua. Yeah,
But,
man, can't be hating on her Tua.
But and honestly, Austin, you're all good, bro. You don't have to find it. I'll just read off the stat instead. But yeah, honestly, Tua's out here trying to sling the rock. I mean, he did have 4 touchdowns in one game, which I don't know how many times it's gonna happen again this season. You feel me?
Let him grow, bro. Let him grow and develop, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I found it right here. So Jamar Chase, real quick. Boom, Austin's got it too. So I'm sorry to cover Chaz, but we'll boom, Austin, you're on top of it today.
Hey, look, yeah, bro, yeah.
Let's see. He said he's disgusting.
Damn, boy, they got the Steelers on this.
So yeah, 17. So yeah, Jamar Chase has 8 catches of 30 or more yards this season. More than how many teams is that down there? I believe that's what, like 17 teams. That's more.
Precisely.
Yeah, more 30 yards.
It's only 32 catches. There's only 32 teams in the league, and he's on one of the teams. So that's 18 teams.
Yeah, he's on one of those motherfuckers.
Hey, Chaz.
And I feel that's because DK big bitch just be pushing folks down and running all over the place.
Dude, that's crazy.
Russ drop bombs to Tyler Lockett every weekend when he play.
Man, for real. Man. But nah, this is insane though. This is like
I'm trying to toss Tyler Lockett right now. I'm trying to get he on the super tribal block. You know what I mean? Trades I sent for Tyler Lockett. I'm trying to
bro. Josh's team today, or not today, the weekend I just played. It consisted of Mike Evans popping off and then Jamar Chase. So that was fun to fucking.
You got Jamar?
Yeah, rammed down my throat, bro. Rammed down my throat.
You traded for Jamar.
Yeah, but I just traded for Jamar.
Who gave you Jamar?
I don't know.
Dumbass.
Yeah, Johnny dumbass, bro. Like at this point, I'm down just to be like, yo, collusion.
No, but he got
and just cancel it. But that's the thing though. He gets something that's like just good enough.
Okay. Nah, that's a
so like,
you won.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I got
exactly. It's like it's fair, but Josh won.
Hey.
Yeah, just because of Jamar Chase, actually.
Hey,
crazy.
And because that boy smoke him Joe Burrows.
Dude, Joe Burrow is fucking lighting it up. So real quick, do you guys agree with the comparison of what were they saying, Montana and Rice, and to these cats, or do you think it's way too early to call it that?
Well, first of all, I don't like comparisons whenever they be comparison, especially with football, but any sport, because the game changed so much. Yeah, that like I was telling my brother last night, bro, like wide receivers nowadays put up so many numbers versus back in the day, because these guys nowadays don't mind running across the middle of the field because they don't get hit like that. They can't get hit like that. Whereas back in the day, bro, it's look, Randy Moss catches clown ass running across the middle of the field, or and see Ray Lewis in the middle of that.
I'm about to say Ray Lewis.
You feel me? Get your clock clean. So back in the day, receivers was really just running a lot of deep posts and go routes, bro, because they wasn't trying to see them linebackers and get killed, see them Ed Reed safeties, them and get killed. Like,
yo, did you guys ever see that thing about Ray Lewis? There was like he was on Sports Science like back in the day, and they said Ray Lewis is equivalent. I don't know exactly. Don't quote me on this. It's but is equivalent to a semi truck going like fucking 7 miles per hour at you or some shit like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's one of the craziest stats I've ever heard in my life. But I remember that. I don't know exactly how fast it was going, but to be compared to a semi truck
as a human being,
as a human
Optimus
being,
Prime head ass.
That's fucked up,
bro. Killing motherfuckers right there, bro. I'm surprised a lot of these players are not dead. Like
people shouldn't be allowed to be that strong,
bro. They got a clip when Chad Johnson, bro, tried to go ahead.
Block your shit.
That boy ran back to the sideline. He said that was right.
He said that was right.
That was
right. Your shit. He said he's about to fall and shit.
Got his block clean.
Shit.
He be talking all that shit. I love Chad Johnson, bro. He one of my favorite players just because he run his fucking mouth, bro.
And back it up. He backed it up.
Yeah, he backed it up. Do you guys see that? Oh, okay, I'm gonna let y'all run, but we should talk about that. Did y'all see that thing about T.O. and Chad Johnson talking about who had a better career, who was better?
No, I didn't see that.
No, they had a podcast about it. You guys should watch that shit, bro.
Yeah,
I will. That's actually.
I'd want to check that out. Yeah, for sure.
T.O.'s better.
I'm done to do some research and then come back because I didn't.
Yeah, I need to think. I can't just say that.
Top 5 receivers ever. Why he's not?
I can't say he not. I just
I
gotta. I don't want to disrespect Chad Johnson.
I don't want to disrespect anybody. Yeah, I need to do my research.
No, I'm not disrespecting any type of way. He's phenomenal, bro. Bro.
But I want to say, T.O. is better than Chad Johnson, and then watch a bunch of videos and feel like an asshole. You know what I mean?
But T.O. obviously he did. They were also talking about he did have an easier career, right?
But I don't know. I had to do some research.
Well, no, bro.
You forget I'm like 4 years old.
He was on better play. He was on better teams, bro.
But T.O. also played in that era where they was killing folks. I mean, so did Chad Johnson, but
but Chad Johnson also had Carson Palmer when he was good.
Bro, T.O. had Donovan McNabb and Tony Romo.
I mean, no, I feel that 100%, but I'm just saying, like,
and he had somebody else before that.
Don't disrespect Carson Palmer. He was a fucking Heisman Trophy winner, bro. Like,
what that mean? Because you won a Heisman.
I mean, you right.
Baker
Reggie
Mayfield won a Heisman.
Reggie Bush. Don't disrespect Reggie like that.
Reggie is an outlier. Well, not an outlier, but I mean, just because you win a Heisman.
All right, I'm cutting this shit. Way off topic. No, y'all can go back and forth forever and ever, and it'd be the most entertaining shit to watch. But I'm like watching you guys. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm on the podcast too. I'm like, oh shit. But no, you straight. But no. So for our week 7, 6 and 7 studs and duds. I'll just go first because, I want to be able to say my little piece before Pequeño Papi comes in and totally just makes fun of me and hurts my feelings. So, yeah, man. So one of my like, oh man, I'm getting nervous already for the roast that's about to happen after this. All right, but yeah. So one of the players that really stuck out to me was AJ Brown, and I've been saying all season long, AJ Brown is the bee's knees, and he's put up the 4th most PPR fantasy points for a wide receiver the last 2 weeks, with an average of 21.7 points a game, with 16.1 and 27.3 points respectively. And he's also caught 15 of his 18 targets for 224 yards and a touchdown in that span. He's also playing 15 to 20% less snaps than usual, and that's because the Titans don't want to re-aggravate his hamstring or knee injury. So theoretically, his weekly ceiling could be higher, and he hasn't necessarily reached it yet, which is kind of good to know.
I didn't know that actually. I didn't know that. He's only snaps right now because
he's only playing
his hamstring.
Yeah, and his knee, his hamstring and knee. That's why he was out for that one game.
Look at the sicko shit. Julio Jones hamstring on the side. Disrespectful.
But yeah, regardless of if Julio's playing or not, I think AJ Brown's a comfortable wide receiver 1. You can start him on most weeks. Obviously, he might have like a bad game here or there, especially because I will finally secede that the Titans do run the ball a fucking lot. Okay. But I'm just saying they stack the box so much.
3 right there.
Right.
They stack the box so much against Derrick Henry that sometimes AJ Brown or Julio is just so disrespectfully open. just wide open. It's fucked up.
Yes, that's why I got to be like that, bro, because they been picky poison, and that Derrick Henry look, that's a slow death
exactly.
right there. That's a slow death.
I'd rather let AJ Brown eat before Derrick Henry. To be
so AJ Brown and them see a lot of one-on-one coverage, and what's crazy, bro, is AJ Brown is big. Like he's pretty solid size cat.
He's buff, bro.
One-on-one coverage, he bullying a lot of corners.
Low key. But honestly, a player who is admittedly better at bullying corners than AJ Brown. I will take the time to give my flowers to Mr. Mike Evans. Let me just say my little piece before continue clapping. That's all. Just because I'm a petty son bitch, I just gotta say, you know what I mean? You know, Mike Evans has put up the 6th most PPR fantasy points for wide receivers the last 2 weeks. So Mike Evans, congratulations. They were against me, so fuck you for that. But hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. But yeah, so 36 points in the last 2 weeks. Oh, so awesome, right? It's less than AJ Brown's point total, but that's because Mike Evans, classic, last week put up 4.5 PPR points on 2 catches.
Yeah,
but of course, whenever I play him, this man does his thing. 31.6 fantasy points. Fucking 76 yards, yourself, bro. 6 catches, 3 touchdowns. I talked it into existence, but it's all good because I also spoke AJ Brown being amazing into existence, and it looks like that's also going to probably pan out for me. So I'll take it. I'll take Mike Evans going off for people sometimes on other teams if I could have.
What do you mean it's sometimes, AJ. Zacc? What's this sometimes shit?
Bro, literally the week before he put up 4 motherfucking points, bro. It's classic Mike Evans, man.
Okay, Austin, but the week right before we were talking about, bro, he had fucking 113 yards and 2 tutties, bro.
Hey, Austin, go to the wide receivers list if you can. Let's see where y'all boys line up at. Let's see then.
Oh, it's already on week 6 to 7 too. Perfect. Oh, what do you know? 4th and 6th.
Hey, look, bro. Hey, Mike Evans getting off. He getting off.
So
where he ranked for the season?
All right, but
that's a different story. Mike Evans will be way higher. Yeah, we're only talking about the last 2 weeks. We're only talking about the last 2 weeks.
I feel it.
You feel me? But if we're talking about season long so far, for sure, it's a little closer than you'd actually think. It's definitely closer than you think. But with AJ Brown leaving 1 game early and having 1 game, out.
Yeah. Okay,
it's still not like too comparable.
Yeah, that hurts any fantasy order. And you can't.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as when you're a fantasy order, you don't know these players are going to get hurt. These are players that you have to start no matter what.
Like
some players you just have to start.
Like whenever I originally bet Josh, I was like, oh, cool. Like both players are healthy. AJ Brown, in my mind, better. But now, I'm starting to sweat now because I'm like, damn, man, he was out for a little bit. Fucking Antonio Brown's out. I'm like, So honestly, as long as Antonio Brown is out, like you weren't really benching Mike Evans before, but I think he's just a really fun start now. Like you can have peace of mind when you start him. You don't have to be like, is it going to be a Mike Evans day? Is it going to be a Godwin day? Is it going to be an AB day? Nah, right, whenever any of them are injured, it's so easy just to be so comfortable because Mike Evans is a top 12 play, especially with Antonio Brown.
Oh yeah,
easy. Top 12.
Brady giving everybody the rock, bro.
For real. But that's what I'm saying though. He's giving everybody the rock, but whenever someone is out, that's just even more to spread around. Yeah. So it's like, fuck, it's undeniable. Like I can make fun of Mike Evans. You know what I mean? I can make fun of people paying a top tier wide receiver 1 price for him when they draft, but I already know he's a solid high end wide receiver 2, most of the time. You know what I mean? I only make fun of him because people pay such a high price for him, and I'm like, ooh. Okay,
right, but if you talk about price, I'm gonna read this off, Zacc. I'm gonna read this off. For week 1, he had 5.4 points. Week 2, he had 24.5 points. Week 3, he had 8. This is in our league, Zacc. Week 3, he had 18.6 points. Week 4, he had 14.5. Week 5, he had 29.3 points. Week 6, he had 4.7. Week 7, he had 31.6.
Yeah.
Yeah, bros. Mike Evans is ranked 7th for points for wide receivers this season. So
yeah, but that's never I never said that he wouldn't like I said, originally I thought AJ Brown would be better than him because I
Yeah,
think he
yeah.
could.
I agree.
But
You didn't say that. My bad. That's
I
my
always
bad. That's my bad.
say fuck Mike Evans because I
Yeah.
had him for 2 years in a row and he put up some bullshit. Okay, so I have the right to feel how I feel. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But that's the thing.
I feel it.
In previous years,
bro.
this man would
Yeah.
do what he's like now this year. It's kind of like evening out, where like the
Yeah.
production's evening out across games. Before, like it was undeniable. It was 5 points, 30 points, a 50-point game. You're like, oh damn, he got 150 yards and 3 touchdowns instead of just 3 touchdowns. Holy fuck!
Yeah.
Okay, this is crazy. On 11 catches. Oh, I hope he does this at some point in the rest of the season. Nah, give me 2 4-point games. Gets hurt for 3 games, comes back, gives me 14 points. I'm like, oh, maybe. Reactivates his hamstring.
I'm not even cap. Honestly, if you honestly looking at the real stats, it's for Mike Evans, right? Realistically, right?
Yeah.
Because he's not necessarily getting that many targets, right? But when he does get targets, he eats. He eats,
and that's my whole point.
If he gets at least 7 targets that game, he's gonna give you 25.
But my whole point is like, even if it doesn't show it right here. It doesn't show like the actual stats broken down. It just shows the points. But like AJ Brown, like I'm more comfortable with him because he got 15 targets. You know what I mean? Sorry, he brought in 15 targets. He got like 18 or 19. Mike Evans, he got 13 or 12 and only brought in like 7 of them or 8 of them through 2 weeks. And that's what scares me. Because like I said, I don't think he's bad. I'm just scared that with those 5 targets for the week, is he going to bring in 2 or 3 of them for a touchdown, or is he going to bring in 2 or 3 of them for a 30-yard gain? I can't rely on that, and that's what's so scary about him.
But it's like when I think about Mike Evans, especially if you're thinking about the team right now, bro.
But he's got Tom Brady now too, so
right.
I had him with Jameis at one point, so that wasn't very fun.
I started Jameis this week. I picked up Jameis in my league. Yeah, and I beat Art's ass, anyways. But
fuck you, Art.
No, but if you're talking about Mike Evans right now, it's always a start right now, just because no matter what, bro, you don't know what corner is going to be guarding him right now, bro. Everybody, it's all across the field, bro. They got threats everywhere.
That's facts.
So when you said like the year you had him, bro, it's because they knew they had to stack up on Mike Evans. Now they don't know who to stack up on. Who do you stack up on?
Because that was also,
you can't stack up on nobody.
Nobody.
One-on-one. Everybody got to be one-on-one.
Everybody got to be one-on-one. And so now that he's eating, if it's just a one-on-one, Mike Evans probably more than likely gonna win that shit.
So now that now that we cleared the air, though, I just want you guys to know I feel a little more comfortable talking about this with you guys. Talking Mike Evans with y'all, you know what I mean? Because it's been hard for me to admit that he's a good football player. But I never thought that he was a bad one. Honestly, I know it may seem like it, but I don't think he's bad. I just think he's overpriced.
Mike Evans is going to the Hall of Fame, bro.
Oh, dude, for sure. He's a 7,000 plus receiving seasons in a row, and then of course.
And he's a Super Bowl champion, I think, so TB12.
Boy.
Yeah, bro.
Him, man.
Might fuck around and get another one fooling with old TB12.
Yeah, but as far as fantasy football goes, fuck Mike Evans. But anyways, so Jalen Waddle though, he's my second wide receiver. Dog.
Hey, hold on, real quick. All right, for the audience, real quick, bro. So for some sick shit, make Zacc sick, real quick. So Zacc was talking so much. He be talking so much shit about Mike Evans, right? And
man.
The week that I played Zacc, Mike Evans went out for 3 touchdowns for me to beat his ass this week. And my team is butt cheeks, honestly. But I had Jamal and I had Mike Evans go crazy. Crazy. And I know every touchdown for all 3 of them motherfuckers, Zacc's just looking at his shit like fucking sick, bro.
I was looking at it and I was like,
poetic fucking justice, baby. I love it. I fucking love it, bro.
You should have played the Kendrick song in the background.
Josh's team may have been buns. It may have been buns, but I just want to. I gotta defend myself now that you said that. I just gotta defend myself.
No, I agree.
Because Josh, no, just because our league mates watch this shit, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You feel me? Yeah.
All right.
To be fair, like Darrell Henderson had his worst game yet with only 9.5 points. Okay. But my flexes were Marquez Callaway with a solid 6 points. I had to start Brandon Ayuk. He gave me 2 points. Ramondre Stevenson didn't even fucking play in the game. I stayed up till 5 a.m. and was like, fuck it. There's no way they're going to deactivate him now. It's like 8 a.m. over there. boy, was I wrong. That man did not play. You know what I mean? And I had all my boys on bye. I had Eckler on bye. I had Harris on bye. I had Johnson on bye. Cook
I
on bye.
agree.
But
I agree.
you
if you
also
had your full
did.
team, you would have won.
But you also did have.
But it's about matchups. Fuck it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You had. I literally, it's so funny too, because I literally talked to Josh about this as my draft strategy. I'm like, I'm gonna do week 7 as my like bye week, and of course, how it all shakes out. I play the Pequeño fucking Petty Prince fucking week 7. But anyway, it's not like I got my blood pressure all hot and heavy. I just want to say Jalen Waddle real quick. I'm gonna give him his flowers because over the last 2 weeks, 13 highest score in PPR. Player, just PPR player, not even wide receiver, just player. Yeah. That's fucking insane. And I have to shout him out because there aren't too many viable Dolphins that you want to start every fucking week besides maybe a Mike Gesicki, but that's just because it's a disgusting target funnel because he's the only one who can make a catch. But anyways, he's averaged 22 points a game, bringing in 17 catches for 153 yards, 2 tutties. And honestly, I think now that Tua is back, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen with our QB situation with all this Watson rumor bullshit. But with Tua back, and then even with all the people out injured, I think whenever the wide receiver core gets healthy and comes back, Jalen Waddle should still have plenty of targets, and he's proven himself to be like a good outlet for a guaranteed catch. Maybe not necessarily like a run after the catch at this point in his career because he still is a rookie and he does get tackled like pretty instantaneously a lot. But I think eventually he'll get to the point where he'll have that crazy jukes, breakaway speed, be more comfortable, all that good stuff. And then I also want to shout out Khalil Herbert. I know once David Montgomery comes back, he probably won't be utilized as much, but through these last 2 weeks, man, he's been an absolute stud getting the starts. He had 200 yards the last 2 weeks, 18 and a half carries. He scored once. He also had 7 catches for about 50 yards through that time. Absolute beast performance against the Packers and the Buccaneers, who, guys, Buccaneers are the best run defense in the league, only giving up on average 67 rushing yards, and he put up 100. He put up 100. So the kid's electric, and those are my studs for the week. But if Chaz, Josh, y'all want to chime in with yours? I don't know which one of you guys want to go first, but those are the guys that really
we talk about Dolphins actually. Real quick, Chaz, because since we talking about the Dolphins real quick, one of my favorite ones was Zacc. Honestly, for the last 2 weeks, we were talking about 6 and 7. Right now, he had 200 yards, bro. For last week, I think it was 115 last week. I know it was 85 this week. Hold on, let me look real quick.
Zacc getting off like that.
Yeah, 100.
Popping off. Bro, he's like getting like 9-10 catches a game sometimes.
Bro, for a lot of the fantasy owners that like you got this in your first year playing fantasy, for a tight end to be putting up 100 yards, bro. That's disgusting. That's Travis Kelce numbers, yo. That's crazy, yo. That is crazy. That over here. He had 19 points last week, and he had fucking 21.5 this week. Going crazy. Bring that shit over here, boy. And he had, bring that shit over here. He had 1 tutty this week. Stop playing with me right now, boy. That boy is crazy. What is good, Tua? What is good? You hot fire right now. Stop playing with that boy, man. And I gotta give it up, bro. I'm like, God damn, boy. What's up with these Dolphin players right now, bro?
I can tell you what's not up.
Got it popping off.
I'll tell you what's not up. Our run game. We don't have one, but that's why our pass catchers are so amazing for fantasy football. But
Gaskin, it's weird, bro. He'll either pop off for you, but not.
Well, that's the thing.
He acted like Mike Evans when you had him.
It's because the O line is hella subpar, and that's why Tua always getting killed.
Bro, for real. Yeah. And Gaskin, he can't pass block, and he blows a lot of his coverage. That's a lot of the reason why they don't put him in as often as like they should, because
cannot pass block to say
to Chaz's point. Like, what are you doing? Chaz's point, like maybe Gaskin's a better running back, but like Chaz said, like Tua gets lit up a lot, bro.
We
need to stop that.
We need somebody here that could chip the rusher. Somebody grab him.
Jeez, I know you guys are not talking about O-lines, bro. That's how Russ is out right now, bro. That motherfucker been lit up too many times. I'm glad he fucking got hurt, honestly, because he needs those couple of weeks, bro. He be playing, bro. He's been playing, dog.
I don't know if injury is the way you want to get those vacations.
You better.
Hey, man.
He said, "I'm glad."
He been getting Sierra's automatics, bro. He been going out there.
Yo, can we wait? That just reminded me. That reminded me of fucking
Better stop playing
Tony.
with your boy.
That reminded me of Tony Creepo's comments. Whenever he brought up Russ's wife, I was like, oh, Tom Brady's wife. He's a quarterback. Oh, Brady's wife. Do you see what he said on like live TV about like Tony Romo? About like the fan who caught like so your dumbass boy fucking Mike Evans gave away Brady's 600 touchdown pass into the stands. And no, I'm just teasing. Like I said,
the one he caught the touchdown to give me 6 points.
And Tony Romo's creepy ass was like commentating, dude. He sounded like he was like a 12-pack and a half deep, bro. He sounded like drunk, and he was like, "How are they gonna get that ball back? I hope I can hear the negotiations."
Bitcoin though. That's pretty cool.
I did see that. I did see that. But Tony Romo was like, "Oh, what
Bitcoins?" But fuck it.
Right. But Tony Romo was literally like, "Yo, maybe I forgot Tom Brady's wife's name. Maybe a date with Tom Brady's wife, huh? With Giselle, huh? Maybe a night with Giselle for that ball." On live TV, it was like, oh yeah, and instead of backing down,
I'd slap the shit out.
I did not see that shit.
And instead of backing down, he was like, "Yeah, that's solid. I might actually consider doing that." Like he started like going into it, like leaning into it more instead of tiptoeing out. He was like, "Yeah, I was like, yo, I was watching it, and I was like, yo, I'm not hearing what I'm hearing." And it was like, that shit was crazy to me. That shit was crazy.
He must have been sipping that yak in the booth.
Bro, fucking 24-pack of Coronas.
You better chill.
Dude, for real. So you bringing up Russell West, it's not Russell Wilson, Russell Westbrook. Yeah. But nah, man. Shit. That shit, yeah. Anyways, sorry for interrupting you, but
but
you got another stud, Josh?
We really talked about Jamar. Honestly. Zacc, that was the one I was pretty much talking about. Honestly, not really, to be thousand. I got somebody that's pissing me off. I could tell you guys that. I don't care if he's hurt or not.
Yeah. It can be someone who's fallen in your
Antonio
rankings.
Gibson.
Bro, this is
he doing bad.
I picked up McKissick in a couple leagues because Gibson's doing so bad.
Man, him and Miles Sanders. Man.
Well, again, I say, bro, that'd be because of who you play with. The boy quarterback is Taylor Heineke. It is rough out there. You feel me? Like
I feel it though, Chad.
That's the way it be going, bro.
Last year, bro, like the back end of the season. Let me look it up, actually.
Well, honestly, that's like the same case with Miles Sanders too, because like Miles Sanders is like decent, but and Jalen Hurts is great for fantasy. But as far as like the Eagles being a successful organization, bro, they need quarterback help too.
Well,
bro.
Yeah, bro.
So, like your quarterback cannot rush more than he fucking throws the rock, and when he does throw the rock, like get intercepted half the time. Like,
bro, it's not even that. The reason he has so many fantasy points is because they always down 3 touchdowns going into the fourth quarter. So then teams just start playing soft coverage because they not tripping. Like, we won the game already. So that's like, if you look at the game against
a lot of garbage
the Raiders,
time. Yeah,
bro,
true.
They lost 34 to 22 against the Raiders. But when the fourth quarter started, the game was 31-3. That shit was over with.
Shit, I don't give a fuck. As a fantasy order, I want all the garbage time. Yep.
No, 100%.
Go eat.
But
whichever way you can get it, go eat.
Stop playing with me, boy. You better run up the middle. Stop playing with me.
I'd fucking start any of these guys we're talking about if I knew they put up points. You feel me,
bro?
Yeah.
Hey, so how y'all feel about? We were talking about earlier. How y'all feel about Nick Chubb? You think he's gonna start?
I hope he don't. I hope he don't.
Fucking
yo,
okay. Hey, what's
real quick. Let's see. Yo, Chaz, do you have any? Do you want to say your studs for the last 2 weeks, and then we'll talk about this because I do want to talk about Nick Chubb a little bit.
Studs, bros. I got
studs or duds. I didn't really have any duds, but
I ain't gonna dud nobody this week. I'm gonna wait till we get a little later in the season when I could really see who done really let down and just maybe had a couple of bad weeks. You feel me? Well, again, his quarterback is Geno Smith right now. Shit is rough.
Fuck, what you supposed to do, bro?
You feel me? But
now everybody can run an 80-yard TD pass, bro. Like, get lucky with that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, kind of lucky it could, but anyways.
That boy Josh was talking about tight ends. Pequeno Poppy was talking about tight ends. Well, bros, I remember in when we was drafting in our fantasy league, bros, the night we was drafting, Kelsey went high, first, second round type shit. And then, you know, you got the you know, and little old me being a SEC affiliate as I am.
Oh, yeah.
I said, well, I know they got a young rook I could go get that's going to get action. You feel me? And good old Kyle Pitts in the last 2 weeks has done just that. Got action.
Has broken out.
Hey, you talk about a receiver or a tight end getting over 100 yards. Well, he's did that the last 2 weeks in a row. You feel me? And he been getting the targets all season. He been getting them all season. But he finally starting to turn that corner to where them targets starting to turn the receptions.
Positive regression.
Bro, they be lining him up out wide. And he another. That's a big boy, my brother.
And he's not barely putting up 100 yards a week, right? He's like comfortably putting
well over.
Well over, right?
Last 2 weeks he didn't got busy. First couple weeks he was kind of rocky. I was kind of low key questioning my pick. You know what I mean? Like, damn, maybe you know. But hey, and I will say that would be great for my fantasy team if Kyle Pitts do who I think he could be. Well, that will be great for moi. I think. Bro, in the last 2 weeks, hold on, I don't want to lie to nobody.
I love
to good old Kyle Pitts. That boy had 7 catches for 163 yards last week, and he had 9 catches on 10 targets for 119 yards and a touchdown the week before that. You feel me? I ain't even asking for that every week.
From your tight end? Yeah.
But the thing is, bro, in 4 of the 6 weeks he's played, he's got 8 targets, 9 targets, 10 targets, 8 targets. That's last crazy. 2 weeks, he caught 9 to 10, and he caught 7 to 8. Well, if you're going to do that on a weekly basis, well, you're a top 5 tight end in the league, especially when it comes to fantasy points. And he's going to get the targets because the only other person out there get targets is Cordell Patterson and Calvin Ridley. And Calvin Ridley is the one catching the double teams.
Yeah.
So big Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. Yeah. So
shout out to you, Kyle Pitts. If you see this, my boy, fuck Florida, but we fucking with you right now. After that, bros, we're gonna stay in the SEC. You feel me? And this is why I said fuck Florida, Kyle Pitts, because you know the LSU Tigers. I remember I picked my boy Lenny in fantasy draft. Everybody's getting on my mother. Lenny, he can't get the ball. He gonna split carries with Rojo. They just picked up Giovanni Bernard. He gonna be getting the catch. Fuck out of here. Lenny, 3 down back, nigga. Fuck out of here with all that. Lenny.
They were on their neck about that shit. They were actually brutal about that shit. Now that I think about it.
Lenny been eating lately, boy.
Boy got 5 touchdowns in the last 3 weeks. Leonard, give him the ball.
Bro, give that boy the ball.
Tom Brady loved Leonard Fournette. You know why? Because exactly what we said earlier about the Gaskins boy, but on the complete opposite side. Leonard Fournette is a big running back who has no problems making a linebacker or a lineman or whoever come on that blitz feel him to protect Tom Brady. So because of that, you get the snaps. Because you get the snaps, you get the out of the backfield targets, and you get the short field touchdowns. Right. Thank you. And in the last couple of weeks, I think Lenny had a 30-point week in there some week. Hold on, I don't want to
guess. Yeah, he did. Week 6.
Hey, what's that? Week 6. Week 6. We did. Yeah, I don't want to gas him up. I want to, bro. This boy had 22 carries, 81 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 6 targets, 6 catches, 46 yards. Yeah, bro, y'all stop playing with Lenny, bro. Lombardi Lenny. Put some respect on his name. Lombardi Lenny.
I like that.
Lombardi Lenny. Hey, he donned himself Lombardi Lenny. I ain't going to disrespect him. He been my dog since he repped them Tigers, so call him Lombardi.
Crazy. I dropped him in his rookie year. Bro, that boy been going crazy, dog. I'll be like, what? And then he got hurt, and I was like, fuck him and Dalvin.
Bro. Hey, nah, and then he was out there with the Jags and Blake Bortles, my brother. It was rough, but now you out there
Yeah,
with
but when he
TB12.
was on the Jacks, he was still eating, bro. I was like,
No, on
damn,
me.
this boy going
No, on me.
crazy.
On me, hey, but bro, Leonard Fournette has been like that since he went to St. Aug. You understand? In high school, he been a grown man with a bald head since he was in high school. I bullshit you not. He was
I
in
did
high
not
school
know
with a
that.
bald head.
I did
The
not
same
know
Lenny
that.
you
He's
see right
always been
now,
a grown
the
man
boy
with a
been
bald
looking like
head.
that since he was 15. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. And then
It's always scary when you see running backs catching the rock, bro. And boy, if Derrick Henry start catching this rock, bro, this league over with. Look at his face,
Bro.
Boy.
No, that's the last thing teams want is for him to really get some soft hands.
Bro, if he just
Dude,
boop,
he's
all
getting the
you
ball
need
in
is
every
about
play.
3 or 4 a game. You don't even need a lot of them. 3 or 4 a game.
Well, bro, he already
Go
is
crazy.
on pace for the most touches in NFL history.
I mean, as he
Crazy,
should.
man.
You
So,
see what he be doing?
Bro, I hope he doesn't. No, never mind. I want to jinx it. Never mind.
No, don't even say it.
Oh yeah, don't say it. Let's leave it there. I'm gonna move to my next one. Then I'm gonna move to my last one. I'm gonna move to my last stud. This one is this a low key stud right here. Is good old Emanuel Sanders, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He was once drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers. You feel me? Emanuel got him a Super Bowl with the Broncos. So shout out my dog. He went last year and played with the sorry ass Saints with sorry ass Michael Thomas. Oh my, you know how you feel about Mike Evans, bro? That's how I feel about Mike Thomas, bro. Mike Thomas put up 157 catches. I drafted you the next year, my boy, and you let somebody fall on your ankle. Then you fell out with the Saints, and then you just started acting funny.
Yo, so Chaz, the year after my fuck Mike Evans year was that year you're talking about with Michael Thomas, and that's why I'm in the studio, just like the year prior when I had fuck Mike Evans, I was writing fuck Michael Thomas, dog. I was like, damn, what's going on with the mics, bro?
What's up with the mics? Y'all not Jordan or Jackson or Tyson. Y'all boys is not them. Well, not you, Mike Evans. You my dog, Mike Evans. I don't hate on me 13.
Anyways,
Mike Thomas. Yeah. But anyway, then Emanuel Sanders, bro, got with the Bills. And because he played with the Bills, they got Stephon Diggs out there. They got Cole Beasley out there. Josh Allen be flinging that thing around. He's just a solid receiver to have. Anything come his way, the boy got soft feather hands. You feel me? He not getting the Stephon Diggs targets. He not a WR1. He not that. But he is every week you can count on him to give you double-digit points.
Yeah.
And and for me, when I picked up Emanuel Sanders like last week was a big bye week for me. I had my Steelers players out, you feel me? I had my Falcons players out, you feel me? And so I was real down. It was nice to have good old Emanuel to be made. No, I don't think Emanuel played last week neither. But anywho, regardless of whether he did or he didn't, I can't remember all that right now, y'all. I'm a little going off the drum. But Emanuel Sanders is a solid wide receiver 2 or a flex player to have, and I'm going to give him his flowers because that to you, my man, consistency makes a stud.
Yes, sir.
Consistency makes a stud.
I would have to say so. And yeah, honestly, like, it's kind of crazy how that offense is working out because even Stephon Diggs some games isn't getting that many targets. Like Josh Allen's crazy. Like really passing the ball around, like
flinging it around, bro.
A lot. Like whoever he's got to get it to, he's like, or if not, he's gonna run that bitch himself.
His team though, that's the biggest thing. That means he just trusts his team. If you know, like you a superstar or not, all these fools can catch the rock. You in the NFL, homie.
You in the NFL.
Facts.
You in the hey, hold on, whoa.
Right. No, but regardless, though, at the end of the day, that means he trusts his team, though. Like that's
That was Cole Beasley, Emanuel Sanders, Stephon Diggs. Them boys run routes and them boys catch balls. Now they got other guys, you feel me, who do not do the same thing.
Hey, let me ask you guys something about that. Let me ask you about somebody. Let me ask you about how you feel about my fuck. Oh my god.
If you're about to ask me about either of the running backs, no.
Okay. No, Michael Pittman right now. So Michael Pittman he's been a boomer or bust for me lately, right? And he did really good last week. He only had 4 touches, but he had 105 yards, right? And 1 tug. So
I love
that was in the rain too, right?
That was in the rain too. That was in the rain too, bro. That was in the rain too. And how y'all feel about it? You think he's gonna still produce? What you guys feeling? You know, because me and Zacc Jones was talking about it. And me and Zacc he's like, bro, I love Michael. Like I was like, I love Michael. I was like,
yeah, bro. I think as Carson Wentz get his shit a little more together, then Michael Pittman will be able to get his shit a little more together.
Yeah,
So
because
he.
Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
Go ahead. No, you good, bro. Go ahead.
Nah, all right. My bad. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing you're saying. I was just really excited because honestly, I just think that I like him a lot too. But I think that people thought Carson Wentz was gonna be way better than he's been, and then to Chaz's point, like Carson Wentz hasn't been 100% either. So like, you know,
he ain't been bad, but he hasn't been
great.
Yeah, exactly. And a dependent position like wide receiver, especially Michael Pittman being a young guy trying to get his footing in the league, trying to get comfortable, is nice when you can have a consistent quarterback flinging pig your way.
Facts.
Mad boy, Michael Pittman, bro.
Because Michael Pittman scored like
20 sometimes.
He scored 20 points in 3 games. Like, and I think, let's see, like 13 and 11 and 2 others, and then so in 5 games he scored 12 or more points. In those games that he scored 20 points though, he's got touchdowns in 2 of the 3 of them. So that kind of like shows that like his floor is kind of like 10
but he's not
points a week, which isn't.
But he's not.
He's
not getting that many touches though. He was 4-4 this week. He still had 105 yards, but he was 4-4.
I think
that's very scary to me. 4 touches. That's scary.
I think what it is partially T.Y. Hilton's coming back, and they're going to start introduce him to the offense. But not only that, Jonathan Taylor's been so nasty. He's like the 3rd best running back in fantasy football, and I had like no idea.
I think he's number 2, if I'm not mistaken.
No, because I didn't know that either. You just said that, and I double take.
Like after this last week, I think I was looking at it here. Let me look at it right now. So running backs.
What he putting up per game?
He's number 3. He's number 3. He's number 3
through 7 weeks.
Jonathan Taylor,
17, 6, 8, 20,
18 points a game,
33, 19, 30, 16. He has 2 30-point games, bro. That's disgusting.
So Jonathan Taylor's been eating, and I think that's why Michael Pittman has also kind of taken a little bit of a backseat, because if Jonathan Taylor's been like the offense, because Carson Wentz hasn't been up to par, so they're just letting Jonathan Taylor do his thing. And so, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I want Carson Wentz to be good. You know what I mean? Like, I want him to succeed down there. I want the Colts to be decent. But
I think they will. I think he'll be straight.
I got a toxic one that I want to talk to you guys. Go ahead. Finish this one. I got one more I want to talk about. About being a dud.
About being a dud.
About being a dud.
Go ahead, shoot it out real quick before we get into our next segment.
Patty,
bro.
Well, hey,
so what's good? What's good? What
I don't know.
How do y'all feel about it right now? Because I can't tell, bro. I don't know what the hell is going on. I think for me, I still think Patty's still a top 3 quarterback in the league.
Well, he's still 100%. third in scoring so far this season, which is kind of crazy.
Bro, they only issue Patty got like 8 or 9 picks, whatever the case may be, but like 3 or 4 of them is because Tyreek Hill, Butterfinger's ass, can't catch the ball.
Yeah, bro. He would have
bouncing up off his hands and shit.
I mean, I don't have him, but like
once the ball in the air,
betting wise, we talk about the Chiefs.
People finally caught on to him and Tyreek and Kelsey, and now that they locked them up, who else has he got? Like he's okay.
They be eating offensively low key, bro. The problem is their defense is horrible. But as far as Patty, I mean, Patty had a horrible fantasy week this week. I don't know what they went to.
He also got cracked, though.
Yeah, but even before he got cracked, bro, they look like they went to Tennessee smoking that good. Because I don't know what them boys was on out there. But outside of last week, Patty ain't really played. Like, Patty has like the 3rd most passing yards in the league. He got like the 2nd most touchdowns in the league, and everybody keep running to his interceptions. But again, I say his interception number wouldn't be as high if his receivers would catch the damn football.
I mean, like I'm not talking right when I was talking to Patty. I'm not talking about as far as fantasy wise, right? Because fantasy wise, Patty's always gonna give you some bread, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about as far as team wise.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do you guys feel about it? What do you guys think is gonna happen to the Chiefs right now? Respectfully.
What's happening to him?
Damn.
Bro, everybody be trying to be like, oh, well, you gonna get it together. This is not week 2, week 3, bro. We are in week 8. Like,
we're
y'all are who
season.
you are. Right.
Yeah.
You are who you are at this point, bro. This is who you are. And unfortunately for them, bro, their O-line is not what they thought it was. They don't have a running game. Tyreek
I
Hill
don't think
acting
they
like
make
he
wild
can't catch
card
the
though.
ball. Maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Maybe, bro. There's gonna be like 5 teams all fighting for that 7th spot. So look, in the AFC, the Bengals right now look like they will make the playoffs. The
For
Ravens
100%.
will make the playoffs.
100%.
The Bills will win the division. The
Mhm.
Titans will win their division. And who's the other division winner in the AFC? Oh, probably be the Chargers. The Chargers, the Raiders, one of them. And at that point, bro, now you got 6 teams: Chargers, Raiders, Bengals, Ravens, Titans, 5 teams, 7 spots. Now you're gonna talk about the Browns, the Chiefs, the Patriots, the Steelers. All of these teams have 3 or 4 losses. And
Right,
it's
but I
gonna
also
be
think as far as if we're fighting for that spot, all those teams, I think the Chiefs are better than all those teams, though. Respect.
why? Why do you think that?
It's
They
just
have the same
Chiefs.
record as those
I
teams.
mean, I agree, but I feel like it's just the Chiefs, bro. Like
you gotta get out of that facade, bro. It's football change every year. You feel me?
Yeah, I
We're
feel
not
it.
in 2019
I
or
feel it.
2020 no more.
I just feel like they
2021.
got no help, bro. They like honestly like
No.
Mahomes got no help. They're too gimmicky, man. They're way
Right.
too gimmicky. They're doing all these dance routines and shit. Like I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore. I'm like, yo, they just need to.
They putting too much pressure on themselves. I think last week they put a lot of pressure on themselves because they were 3-3. They not used to being in this spot. And the problem is now teams are not scared of the Chiefs no more.
Mhm.
We're not scared to play hard. It's not a Patty problem. The main thing is it's a defense problem. Your defense is horrible. And Tyreek Hill is not catching the football when he needs to. That's why they lost to the Bills. You run a 16 drive play. You get all the way down on 3rd and 10. Patrick Mahomes throws you a first down. You let it bounce off your hands, and we kick a field goal. Third quarter starts. I throw you the ball. The ball bounces off your hands. It goes into the other guy's hands, and he takes it the other way for 6. You're killing us, Tyreek. You're killing us. So I think they have a chance to make the playoffs, of course, but them and about 4 or 5 other teams in the AFC are going to be fighting for 2 spots. The Colts could even be a team fighting for one of those spots. The Colts have been playing well this season. They lost a close game to the Rams. They just beat the 49ers on the road. They play the Titans this week. That could say a lot. You feel me? The Browns would be in the mix.
I feel like the Chiefs were just due for regression, honestly. Like they were just like so over the top, like crazy efficient.
So
like,
good.
Not even
on
just
every
good,
level,
but efficient. They were overly efficient with like the crazy shit that they were doing. Where I always say like positive or negative regression, like and like stuff that can or can't be like replicated. Like all those long touchdown passes, all those things, tricks, first time seeing it, second time seeing it, whatever, it's done. Like Chaz said, like we're here now. It's football. Shit changes. So now what I think is happening is we're just basically seeing the Chiefs' floor. They're honestly playing out more towards their floor than their ceiling, because before they were at their ceiling constantly, and now that they're at their floor, if they're playing a team where, to be fair, Josh, you said that you think that the Chiefs are better than a lot of the teams Chaz named. If those teams are playing at their absolute ceiling that day that they played Chiefs at their floor, that team can easily beat the Chiefs.
Good chance of winning.
Exactly, especially in the NFL, like we said before, like you're a professional, like you made it to the NFL. Like most of these guys on their best day, and if you're having your worst day, they're gonna get one over on you.
Yeah,
So,
I was just curious. I wanted to hear what you guys got to say about it. Honestly,
yeah, I think the Chiefs were just so.
I hear a lot of
efficient.
different things about it. Like obviously, I live with the biggest Chiefs fan I fucking know.
This side of
So
Mississippi.
look, watch this real quick. Do you think the Chiefs will beat the Giants this weekend?
Do I think the Chiefs will beat? They better beat the fucking Giants.
Okay, beat the Giants. Do you think the Chiefs will beat the Packers?
No.
You think the Chiefs will beat the Raiders in Vegas?
Possibly. I don't trust Derek.
I'll give it to the Raiders because they've been playing well. I'll give it to them.
They have been playing well, but it depends if Darren Waller's playing or not.
You think the Chiefs will beat the Cowboys?
No.
Do you think the Chiefs will beat the Broncos?
Yes.
You think the Chiefs will beat the Raiders again?
Yes.
So you think
I think it's gonna be 1-1.
Yeah, I think they're
1-1. So
they're gonna be 1-1.
Okay.
Split.
Do you think the Chiefs will beat the Chargers in LA?
No.
Do you think the Chiefs? Go ahead.
No, I don't think so.
50-50.
I think the Chargers are better.
So then you think they'll beat the Steelers?
Yes.
Fuck y'all.
Respectfully. Respectfully.
We'll see, nigga. We gonna see.
Honestly, I don't think the Chiefs are
Respectfully.
going to beat the Steelers. I think the Steelers will work out a lot of their problems that they have. Like by then, like
Y'all offense, sorry, we could score on y'all.
yeah, that's what I'm
Offense
saying.
is not our problem. We can score
Yeah,
on
that's what
y'all.
I'm saying, bro. Like yeah,
We
like the
can score on
Steelers
y'all.
usually.
Yeah, offense, but
So,
the same thing for
hey,
them.
Yeah.
Patty
Offense
could go
not
out
the
there and have
problem.
this TJ Waddle make it
Yeah.
shake out there. You feel me? But so toss up, whatever. You think they'll beat the Bengals?
No, I think the Bengals are great this year. Honestly,
So there has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times when you said you don't think the Chiefs would beat somebody.
yeah.
That puts them at 8 and 9.
Mm.
That don't look like the playoffs.
Mm.
That's what happens when you're 3 and 4.
I did not think of that.
Real quick, I'm gonna give Jeff his flowers real quick for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Chaz, could you do me a huge favor?
What's up, bro?
Could you, if you still have it open on your phone, if not, I'll look it up. Could you
Yep.
see what the Cardinals schedule for the remainder of the season?
Yep, I got you.
I looked at the other day. I was like, okay, the Cardinals have played some pretty like easy comp up until this point, like some games, and I'm like, all right, cool, like they're due for some negative regression, right?
Mhm.
I was looking at their schedule, guys. I only picture them losing 2, maybe 3 games, and I was being a Mondo hater, but I didn't think they were going to be doing that well. Like
No,
if Chaz,
honestly-
Chaz,
Hey.
if you want to read it off from like
Yo, before you even
from
started,
Bro.
here on
Go
out,
ahead.
bro, their schedule is
Hey, they could
Cake.
easily start the
Cake.
season 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 0. If they
That's why
beat the Packers tomorrow, they don't
Yeah.
play another team with a winning record until they play
So,
the
like,
Rams
13
December 13th.
Yeah.
And
That's
then after
wild.
that, they play the Lions, the Colts, the Cowboys, and the Seahawks. So the Cardinals will for sure be looking at a 14-win season this year.
Yeah,
At
13,
minimum.
14 wins. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that shit's insane. I
No,
didn't realize that.
I know. I bro. I was telling Jeff before the season. I was like, bro, you know what makes me sick? Honestly, the Cardinals are gonna be good. Honestly,
I didn't know their schedule was gonna be
Bro.
that cake though.
Yeah,
They're literally
bro.
playing
Let's not-
like
hey,
all losing
they're-
like teams for
They're
the most
good,
part.
bro.
They-
But
they
no, it's
beat
not
some
even that
teams,
they're
though.
playing. You guys got to give the Cardinals their flowers, though. Regardless
they
of
beat
who
some
they're
teams.
playing, bro. They're
They beat
fire,
the Titans. They
They're
beat
fire
they
on
lose
both,
the Titans.
both sides of the field. They're
But
fucking
the
good.
Titans aren't that crazy of like
Okay.
a defense, though.
Yeah,
So that's kind of like
Okay, but they held the Titans to 13 points. Okay.
Well,
Then
yeah,
they held
that- yeah.
Then they held the Rams to 20 points.
yeah, that's
Then
what I'm
they
saying.
held
Like,
the Browns to 14 points.
their defense is crazy.
Hey.
Like it's nuts.
And they've scored 30 in all but one game. And it was a game they played the 49ers.
Because that boy Kyler crazy, bro. And it's always there's always the rivalry games. And I guarantee,
Hey.
even when they play the Hawks, they're not gonna blow us out. They'll win, but it's crazy. Like every time for the rivalry games, I swear to God,
Well, nah, it's
the
because
Niners are
Kyler,
good. The
it's
Niners are
because-
butt cheeks. They just as bad as
Nah.
us this year.
it's because when they play the Seahawks, Aaron Donald is the worst thing Kyler Murray wants to see because Kyler Murray is so short. And
Yeah.
Aaron Donald literally stands up in the center when he gets up and just pushes
Talking
the
about
man
the Rams?
right back
Yeah.
in front of him. Yeah. That's why they struggle against the Rams, bro. But
Yeah.
and then they didn't struggle against the Rams this year. He put up 37.
Crazy.
They probably finna blow y'all out twice.
I feel like they have
Probably.
just like the
He's so
perfect
bad
like
this year. It's
things
crazy,
lining
bro.
up, bro.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
every game, there's a reason why they should do good. Like
Yeah.
After the Packers, they played the 49ers.
Like fucking JJ said though, maybe you're just fucking good, and I ain't
No,
gonna
they
count.
are. Because they're not
Yeah, they're
just
really
beating
good.
teams, bro. They're blowing teams out. Like
Yeah.
they are blowing, and now they
Respectfully,
play.
you know. And
the
I'm
Packers.
the biggest Seahawks fan. All y'all motherfuckers know. So for me to say this shit and to be real about it and we're talking about real football, yeah, they're good.
There's
They're
no
fucking
denying
good.
it. There's no
Yeah, there's no
denying it, bro.
denying.
They look, and
I hope they don't win
bro,
the Super Bowl, but you know,
I mean,
but that's me.
it's gonna be dependent upon who gets that one seed, who gets that bye, who gets that
Yeah.
home field advantage, and they have a good chance to do it. I also think the Buccaneers have a good chance to do it. What puts the Cardinals in the driver's seat right now, though, is they currently have no losses.
Yep.
facts.
You play the Packers tomorrow with no Devontae Adams and no Lazard. Then
Mhm.
after that, you play the 49ers, and then you play the Panthers, and then you play the Seahawks. And now by that time, Russell Wilson might be back, and if Russell Wilson is back, well, then it's a football game. But if
Mhm.
Russell Wilson is not back, y'all getting blown out.
I
Mhm.
honestly don't.
But
I don't know.
I don't
I
think
don't
he's gonna
have-
be back. That's I think that's
Yeah,
what November
same.
21st, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, I thought he was only supposed to be out like 4 weeks.
No, it's like 6 to
No,
8.
6 to 8, homie.
Nah, they said he was ahead of schedule.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I didn't
Yeah,
hear that
bro,
either.
because
Hopefully,
it was
I
at
got him
one.
on IR just chilling.
It was something he
Like,
wasn't
it was
supposed
good.
to be able to do with his finger. Like he was only supposed to be able to move it like a certain amount or something like that. But after like a week or two, but he was already like damn near fully.
I'm telling
like,
you, it's that Sierra out of
Yeah.
man. What boy good, man.
That's up, bro.
That boy going crazy.
Something
That
working.
motherfucker.
Something
Crazy.
working.
I guess she's pregnant by the end of the season.
Sheesh. All right. So Josh, before we get into our last segment, I remember you said you wanted to talk about Nick Chubb real quick, right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to interject real quick
Yeah,
because
okay.
I honestly forgot. So what are your concerns for Nick Chubb?
So
Because
my concern is about that running back. What that rookie running back.
I was about to say because I want to talk about Dearness Johnson because that
Yeah, I was
man
gonna say, what's his name?
Dearness Johnson. Did you guys see that thing that before he got into the NFL, he was like messaging like every AFL team or whatever it was. And was like, hey, like it was like, hey, like I'm looking for a roster spot, this and this, I'll do whatever, I'll play whatever position, blah 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 blah. I'm really good, all these things. And then he finally ends up getting to the NFL and he gets a chance to start and he fucking takes that chance and runs with it, bro.
And fucking runs with it. Literally runs with it.
So I was gonna say, like, do you think I want to talk about this situation because I want to know what you guys think too. Like, do you guys think like the Browns should just like all right, dope, we have a 3-headed monster, like we can just sit on this or like sit on all 3 of these dudes, or do you think like they're gonna try to move somebody what do you guys think is gonna happen?
Are we talking about a fantasy owner or are we talking about an NFL owner right now?
We're talking about like if we're NFL
Browns do?
Yeah, what should the Browns do? Because if we're NFL owners, like I don't know about you guys, but I'm keeping all 3.
I'm talking about NFL owner. I'm talking about I'm keeping all 3.
But there's a lot of different teams that need running back help.
But you probably won't be able to, and the one that you'll probably end up losing is Kareem Hunt.
I was gonna Kareem Hunt. That's exactly what
and it's simply because I don't know where he's at in his contract, but Nick Chubb is their running back.
Yeah.
So that's the one who and now I don't know if Kareem Hunt just got paid, whatever the case is, but
as far as the production goes, Chaz, production, because I literally just traded for Nick Chubb, bro.
If Nick Chubb and Kareem
he hasn't played yet.
I don't think Johnson's going to be a factor now.
No, if Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt are playing, bro, he's not getting no touches, bro.
Facts.
He had a cool week and that was beautiful. Shout out to you. I can guarantee you he's not doing that shit this weekend against the Steelers if he plays. And then not even to say like because he's not good, but because now teams have film on you. So like, oh no, okay, we know we got to respect you now.
And not only that, but weren't you talking about Nick Chubb might possibly come back? Like even if Nick Chubb's like halfway back, like
he's getting the touches.
Yeah, I'd see this guy getting like 6-7 touches max.
Bro. I ain't gonna cap. It's making me nervous, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, as a fantasy order that I just gave up a lot to get Nick Chubb too, bro. And
for you, you'd probably prefer them not play him this week. Mm-hmm. Make sure he's 100% so he doesn't re-aggravate it.
But it's not like I don't need him, Chaz. I'm number 12, Chaz.
Yeah, bro. But
I'm 3 games away. I'm 3. I need to win the next 3 games, bro.
Well, go pick up
you're welcome for the dub.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome for the dub, dog.
No. I'm gonna thank my boy Mike Evans. What'd you say?
Do you have the Dearness Johnson board?
No, I don't. Somebody else picked him up before I did.
Oh man.
I'm so mad. Half the people we talk about, I pick up like a week early in our league, and then I end up dropping them, and then some motherfucker will pick them up, and then they'll end up rocking out with them for like a couple weeks, and I'm like, dude, it's always, and it's in that league too. Every week I drop somebody, and then they end up popping off, and I'm like, fuck, dog. It happened with Tony. It happened with him. It happened with Khalil Herbert. It happened with. I was like, bro. Sorry.
So if you don't have Nick Chubb this weekend, then you don't have a running back, is what you're saying?
Oh yeah, bro. I'm pretty.
He's down bad. His team's kind of down bad right now.
Yeah, my team's down bad, bro. My team's not bad.
It just didn't shake out right.
It just
injuries.
Yeah, I hope I beat fucking Jeff bitch ass this week, but I'll play and I could possibly play Antonio Gibson, but he's fucking he has that hairline fracture in his shin. So. Yeah, he's fucking butt cheeks.
Because right? I really thought he was going to do well this season.
And then, fucking, that's pretty much it. Who I would play? I have Alex Collins, Mark Ingram. And fucking Antonio Gibson on my bench if Nick Chubb don't play this week because I'm gonna play Chase Edmonds this week over Antonio Gibson because of the injury.
Oh yeah, easily.
That's just easily, bro. That's I'm I'm like, fuck, dog. I don't know what to do. To be real, I literally
What?
do not know what to do.
Well, even if Nick Chubb play this weekend, bro, he not finna put up numbers for you like that anyway.
I mean, all I'm asking for is like 12 to 15, bro. I'm not asking
That's
for
asking for a lot, bro.
That's asking for a lot, dog.
We're not looking to give that up. We're not looking to give that
because
up.
he's not like a pass catcher either, where he can just like get an extra point every time he touches the ball. Like this man's almost strictly rushing, so it's a little harder to get those cupcake points.
Fuck, bro.
But nah,
bro.
Shit. All right, honestly, now that our producer Austin is back.
Sorry.
Do you want to? No, don't apologize. I was waiting for Austin to get back because I wanted to put up our little money matchups graphic right here real quick if he can. Even if he can't, it's all good because I want it. Boom, money matchups.
Hey, stop doubting Austin, bros.
Well, no, he just got back. I didn't know if he like was back to his setup officially or what was going on. Anyways, yeah. But just because we're talking about different running backs and stuff, I already gave him flowers earlier. But one of my favorite matchups for like people projected outside the top 20 of their position, respectively, Khalil Herbert. I like him again this week a lot, bro. This man is a stud. He's my favorite sleeper flex play of the week because he got the job against Tampa Bay, and they're the number one run defense with 67 yards rushing allowed per game. And I'm not too sure if that's before or after Khalil ran for 100 yards on them. So the number could have been lower before that. And then he did the same thing, put up 97 yards in a tutty against the Packers. And the Packers' rush defense is just as good, or it's about as good as the Packers. The 49ers who he's playing. So I think Khalil's going to get 100 yards per scrimmage, maybe a tutty. He's at home, so I think he has a pretty solid week.
He had 18 carries, 5 receptions, 33 receiving yards. That's bro.
He's averaging like 3.5 catches for like 23 yards, and then I think 18.5 carries for 98.5 yards.
Yeah, 19. Week 6, he had 19 carries, 97 yards, 1 rushing TD, 15 rushing yards, and 2 receptions.
Yeah, and then
that's disgusting, bro.
Yeah, he's like no less than 97 yards.
Honestly, he impressed me too. Honestly, I was really impressed, and because Montgomery, he looked. I thought he came out. Honestly, bro, he came out better than I thought he was going to be.
Dude,
I was like, damn. I was a super hater, bro. You know who else? DeAndre Swift. I need to stop hating on that boy.
You can keep hating on that motherfucker. It's all garbage time points, bro.
Bro, I don't know what it is, bro, but they've been doing good, bro. Joe Mixon butt cheeks too. I don't care what nobody says, bro.
Joe Mixon is
butt cheeks. No disrespect. I just don't think he's good. I just don't think he's good. Honestly.
Yeah, no, Khalil. I don't know what they're gonna do once Montgomery comes back because Khalil Herbert, man, he deserves all the touches in the world, man.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is gonna happen when Montgomery gets back? Do you think they're gonna spread touches hard?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the thing, though. Like 50-50 type of shit, or you guys gonna type like a 60-40?
That's the thing. Montgomery looked really good, like you said, before he got injured. So it's like, damn, man. Like, I feel like they're gonna give it to Montgomery in the beginning. I don't see Herbert winning the job outright, at least this year.
He needs to show out. Like if David Montgomery wants his job back, he got to show out.
He needs to be like Alvin Kamara was his rookie year when Mark Ingram was on the team, and they were both eating. Like like them both just being super efficient with their touches. If they could do that, that'd be chef kisses for fantasy football. But
100%. Kiss you in
the forehead. I don't even know, man. Like this kid deserves to be starting. And honestly, my second money matchup is actually Chaz's favorite wide receiver of all time. His name is Chase Claypool at the Browns. He's projected to be wide receiver number 25. And honestly, I feel like this is like the Claypool game of the year. Like this is going to be like the one game where like you should start Claypool and feel decent about it.
Hey, Austin, hey, zoom into Chaz's face real quick. Quick.
Yeah. We don't need to sit behind. Yeah, look at this man. This man is stressed. He wants to hear what I have to say next. I bet. But,
he don't even know what to say to you, Zacc.
Dude. Yeah, his target share has increased since Juju going down for the season. And honestly, I could see him having a big game against the Browns secondary because even though the Browns rank as far as like they've allowed the 7th fewest receiving yards, like it's weird. Like they've allowed a lot of like more points they're like bottom 10 in points allowed or something like that. So like they're giving up a shit ton of points, even though people aren't getting a lot of yards putting up on them. It's hard to explain, but they have like a .156 pass EPA, which is bottom 10 in the league. And they're ranked 24 defense overall. The Browns are a way worse defense than I thought they'd beat this season. So I think you could put Claypool in your flex spot, and he can give you like low end wide receiver 2 numbers, high end wide receiver 3 numbers, possibly. If he can learn how to catch the ball maybe 3 times in the game and get a tutty.
I sure hope you're right, my brother.
That motherfucker be dropping.
I sure hope you spoke AJ Brown into existence, my brother. Hopefully you about to speak Claypool into existence.
I'd be $500 richer if Claypool could catch the ball.
I love to see it. I
wanted to do like some like I gotta put my neck out there. Like the 49ers defense is pretty dope, but Khalil's a dope, so I have faith. But I was like, I need to make it like a spicy second pick. So I was like, fuck it, Claypool. Claypool's getting the target share. Hopefully, like Kyle Pitts, it'll just start connecting, and he'll actually start catching the rock, even though Kyle Pitts wasn't dropping the rock as bad as this guy.
Well, bros, you see, the thing is, against the Browns, with the D-line that they got, Ben is going to be looking to get that thing out of his hand real fast. And that is where Deontay Johnson and Najee Harris will come into big play. So I don't know how much action Chase gonna get. I mean, I hope everything you saying is the facts.
Hey, I could also be spitting this into the universe just so the opposite will happen and my fantasy teams will succeed immensely. But who knows, man? Because regardless, whether Chase eats Deontay, Najee, I got all of them except Chase. I don't got Chase in any league. I don't got no skin in the game. I don't give a fuck about him. My teams. So as far as like trying to find like the statistical points and like try to get the numbers right and like put my analytical thought process out there, I think Claypool should have a flex worthy game.
I hope so. 7-8 catches.
Put my career on the line.
80 yards, a touchdown.
My entire reputation.
Hey, look. I wouldn't put my reputation out there for Chase Claypool, bros, but for your sake, I sure hope he do exactly what you saying, bros. He got the potential to do it. The boy got the potential to do it. I just need to see it, bros.
What I'm so lost about is what happened from here to last year. You supposed to get better.
He didn't have a crazy year like that last year. I don't know why everybody be hyping.
It's because he had that one game with like 3 or 4 touchdowns.
He scored 4 touchdowns in one game. He had 5 in the other 15 games of the season.
Yeah.
So it's not like yes, he had 9 touchdowns, but and that's beautiful. But the majority of the season, that was not the case. Mm-hmm. And it's like I think, I don't know, everybody kind of lost it after that game and kind of stamped him, but it's like
especially after Justin Jefferson was popping off earlier in the season, I could see
grittying his ass off.
Yeah, people are like, "Oh, rookie wide receivers are the wave now. Like they're good now." They're like, "Oh, Claypool, the upside is even more than Jefferson."
Yeah. But then you look at the class he came in, bro. You got Justin Jefferson. You got CeeDee Lamb. You got he better than Henry. Him and Henry Ruggs is about what and what.
Was Terry in that class or the class before that?
I think Terry was a class before that.
Okay, yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
And then there was also Jerry Jeudy in that class as well.
Jerry Jeudy he's coming back this week, right? If I'm not mistaken.
He another one too. Poor guy. His quarterback situation is just not ideal. And he plays the dependent position of wide receiver that depends on the quarterback. So
be at least halfway decent, right?
Mm-hmm. But Chase Claypool, bros, I mean, that's solid. I could see it. He had a decent game.
Like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. The first week Juju didn't play. Yeah, before the 5 week.
He had like 5 catch. I wasn't even looking at his yards or touchdowns. I saw that he had 5 catches in that game. So I'm hoping he could come out and have 5 catches again this game. I'm like, bro, just fucking catch the rock. Put up at least 6 points.
He's getting targets, bro. It's not like he's not getting any targets, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying.
He just be dropping them shits. Like
he needs to. I hope this is the game
in his hands too. It's not like they're not in his hands, bro.
Oh my god, the homie had 2 catches on 7 targets for 17 yards. Get this boo-boo butt boy out of here.
That's why I'm like, please be the week where this is like the week.
No, I guess
you said you have Claypool on any teams or no?
Oh fuck no, hell no. I'm not.
Hell no.
It's funny how all three of us don't have that boy at all.
I'll tell you somebody who I do have. I got Khalil Herbert on most of my teams.
I'll tell you something how I have Mike Evans.
I knew you were going to say that. Hey,
I have AJ Brown. I'm not scared of you.
Remember, I said this right here, and we're going to revisit it. I would not be shocked if Pat Freiermuth have more fantasy points than Chase Claypool.
That boy's good, though, Chaz.
He a rookie tight end.
Boy, he good, though.
Okay, but the rookie tight end is more likely
more catches.
You feel me? Unless your name is Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
And that ball name is not Kyle Pitts, it's Pat Freiermuth.
Do y'all have any money matchups this week? Like any people that like you're like, oh, I have to start them?
Well, my money matchup every week is my man that I've been showing love to since I picked him up. Nope, I wish I had Jamar Chase. Cordell Patterson.
Cordell Patterson on the same team, actually.
Hey,
he's the wide receiver 1 now, bro. Or not wide receiver 1. He's the running back 1 for sure.
Bro,
like, Mike Davis is not getting no work anymore.
No work. We don't need no. The labor is no longer divided up. There's no more division of labor. All the labor is for Cordell Patterson. Hey. And he's one of them, like, unlike Nick Chubb,
that fantasy
get a lot of
whoever picked him up
catches.
That is the difference between if you're gonna win or you're gonna lose in fantasy. It's when you win it on the waivers. Literally, you win it on the waivers. Yep, I put $30 on his bitch ass. Well worth it, Chaz. $30 on his bitch ass, bro.
I blew my load on fucking
money on him, but I scooped him on the low.
Yeah.
And look, all I'm saying is, bros, especially in a fantasy league in today's type of, he's not gonna be going through the tackles all off the running the ball, but he gonna get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 targets a football game. If you catch 4, 5, 6 of those, well, that's already 4, 5, 6 points. You get you about 30 yards on those. That's another 3 points. You score your touchdown. Well, I was looking at 15 points, and you did all I needed you to do, and you ain't even had a handoff yet.
But I say, even if you're inefficient on the ground after all that work, like just extra icing on the cake.
I love Cordell Patterson, bro. I had no idea he was going to be this before the season started.
Dude, trust me, I don't think anybody did. He was literally a return man for the Bears like 2 years ago.
Jeff had drafted him. I think it was Jeff that was telling me he drafted him, and then he dropped him to beginning of the season. And then he had to trade somebody because fucking Logie picked him up. And
traded for him.
For who? I think it was like Julio or some stupid shit. Logie, you're a retarded, Logie. I love you. You're like amazing person, but that was the most retarded move I've ever seen. Fucking A. He was talking to art still.
Hey,
it sounds like Josh lost the trade talks for him.
Man, that shit was fucking stressful. Like, as a commissioner, and you looking at shit like that, bro, and it's like, if we speaking value wise, you can't even.
So like looking back on it now, like that's actually a pretty good trade. But like before, like it's hard to see that.
You feel me? Like, and I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, what do I say to that?
Yeah.
Hey, I got one more money matchup real quick.
Yeah, let me hear this. My bad for interrupting.
No, that was my fault. We just went at the same time, but I'm gonna be brief. Any wide receiver that played for the Giants is a money matchup. I don't care who they run out there. I don't care if Kenny Galladay hurt. I don't care if Sterling Shepard hurt. I don't care who they run out there.
I hope Tony come back, bro. Because I agree with you. I heard
Sterling Shepard play this week.
Any Giants wide receiver that is playing against the Chiefs DBs is a money matchup. Play those men. If you got healthy Giants players,
they still haven't dropped that safety,
Giants
bro.
Players.
Yeah, the Chiefs still haven't cut that safety.
I told you, bro, he got some dirt on somebody in the organization.
Dude, for real, bro. I'm like, dude, this guy's still out here, just running around
like this.
He's like Thon Maker that one game whenever it was like 25 minutes, like 0 points, 0 assists, 0 rebounds. He was just out there running. This man is just out there on the field, just running around. Like
I don't know if the homie could guard me. That is saying a lot. Like, bros, I don't think he play like that no more. But they whole scheme, I don't know. They scheme defensively is idiotic. But anywho, the Chiefs clearly give up a lot of yards, a lot of points every weekend. If you got Danny Dimes on your league, if you got him on the bench, I won't play him this week. This might be the week he get loose. You feel me?
Nah, honestly, like I don't disagree with Chaz. I don't disagree with Chaz at all, bro. Because they're still roasting the Chiefs in the media. Like it's not going well for them, bro. They're still probably feeling.
They roasting them on the field too, my brother. They roasting them on the field as well.
Dude, it's bad, bro. It's bad. Yeah, nah, I agree. I hope Tony plays because if Tony plays, bro, he's getting at least like 18, 20 points.
Mm-hmm.
That kid, I'm like still so upset that he got his injury re-aggravated. Like, I don't know. That kid's greatness. I think he's the second best rookie behind Chase. But oh no, I take back third. I'm gonna say third because Najee Harris is a thing and he's been doing pretty good. But like Tony, that kid looked special when he was playing, when he was actually on the field so far this season.
Mm-hmm.
Like crazy special. Like
health be a big factor.
For sure. Like I hope it's not like OBJ where he just keeps getting hurt until he's like an average receiver.
That boy Odell not an average receiver. He just played with an average ass quarterback.
I don't know, man. It's been 7 years since like the catch and shit. You know, it's like it's been a long time.
Who's been his quarterback for the last 7 years? He plays the dependent position of wide receiver. Let Odell go play with the Packers and see if you still say he an average wide receiver.
Who?
Odell.
I don't
think he is not an average receiver, bro.
I don't think he's putting up 2014 numbers if he goes back with Aaron Rodgers nowadays. Like if they shift him over there right now.
Why he's not healthy, bro? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why he not?
I think he's just like been injured so many times where like it starts just to like wear on you, man.
I mean, like, also, Chad, it is a great argument, bro. He hasn't really played. He's been so
just injured, he don't want to play. Hurt.
He don't want to play, bro. He don't be getting hurt like that. He tore his ligament last year, but he don't be hurt like that. And he's just not eager to go out there and play with the Browns because what's the point?
Yeah, but
I'm gonna get 4 targets in the game, and 3 of them gonna be clean over my head or somewhere where I'm not even at.
Yeah, but I'm not. It's very bad quarterback play. Very bad quarterback play. But I'm just saying, like he's not returning to 8 years ago, 7 years ago form. Like I don't see it. Like I could be wrong. Like Antonio Brown shut me up like a couple years ago, but
bro, you seen what AJ Green doing? You see what AJ Green doing in Arizona right now? Now that he playing with a quarterback, and AJ Green is old. AJ Green not better than Odell.
But AJ Green's not putting up 2014 Odell numbers.
He was back in the day.
But he's not doing that now, right? He's not doing that now.
No, but what I'm saying is everybody thought AJ Green's career was over the last couple of years in Cincinnati. And he has shown everybody.
I'm not saying Odell's career is over.
No, I know that. But what I'm saying is you're saying Odell wouldn't put up 2014 numbers. And I'm saying with an adequate quarterback, a receiver can look like a totally different guy. You know why Devontae Adams ain't signed no extension in Green Bay? Because I'm not playing here if Aaron Rodgers not here.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I know I'm not going to put up the kind of numbers I'm putting up right now if Jordan Love is my quarterback. That don't mean Devontae Adams is still not that good. But if the quarterback play not there, you can't put up the numbers. If we play a run style offense, a wide receiver is not going to put up the numbers.
I don't know. I don't know how much longer we can just keep blaming shit on like quarterback play for Odell and different things. Like I don't know why it's so crazy.
What receiver?
He's more average than not at the moment. Like
but who has Odell really played with?
Well, that's
old ass Eli, sorry ass Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, that's the only 2 quarterbacks, bro. If you put Odell, bro.
Hey, so
take your pick. Any team you want, any quarterback you want to give him. I still do not think he's putting up 2014 Odell numbers today with whatever quarterback you put him with. 100%. I'm sorry, I don't see it. I don't see it. You guys can't convince me otherwise.
Big Ben. Odell is better than Deontay Johnson.
100%.
Easily.
100%.
Easily.
See, like
easily. So let him play with Ben. and see what he
Like
do.
at the I can't compare them because I'm just referring to like this season only as you guys
Yeah.
are, and I don't agree with that. I can't agree with that. Like I think Deontay is like
Dude, I
currently
think
better
just
because I
because he
haven't
has
seen
been
shit from
hurt
Odell.
though.
I haven't seen anything from Odell in so long.
Right,
Like
but since he
believe
has
it.
been hurt though, I think you're still overstepping the bounds because he is hurt, bro. He hit his ankle.
Fuck that.
He
We
had his
can end it with a
ACL.
toxic take. This is
You
my
know,
toxic take.
I feel it. I feel it
played
100%.
with Baker Mayfield.
Right.
Okay,
Baker,
regardless
bro,
of
do you hear
Baker
what
or
they
not,
said
you can
about?
give this man Lamar Jackson, you can give him Kyler Murray, you can give him Tom Brady. I do not think he's putting up the same numbers he did back then. I'm sorry,
What is he not? What is he not as good at as he used to be?
Just athletically, bro. He can't just throw his body around like how he used to, bro. Like, of course he can, but like not in every play making all this dynamic shit happen. Like, of course he's still like he's not the shittiest wide receiver in the NFL, but I don't see him putting up like elite level, like I don't know, top 10 numbers again.
For me, if Odell is 100% healthy and he has a great quarterback, he's a top 10 receiver in the game.
How old is he now too? Yeah, like he's been around
27.
Is he?
28.
Alexa, how old is Odell Beckham?
29
Odell
max.
Beckham Jr. is 28 years old.
He turns 29. He turns 29 next week.
Bro.
Thank you, Alexa.
When Odell finally, and I really wish it would happen.
Happy early birthday.
November 2nd.
Happy early birthday.
Yeah, shout you out,
Odell.
OBJ.
Yeah,
I hope
November
for his
5th.
birthday. I hope for his birthday he playing somewhere that's not in Cleveland with an adequate quarterback who can throw him the football and not throw it 5 yards behind him.
And one of the things that Odell and Baker has been having a problem with, he's like, I just can't get the ball down the field. He won't throw the rock.
So who do you think?
He literally said that. That was like one of the things he's been getting pissed about. He literally said in an interview, he's like, he just won't throw it down the field. Is that
well,
that
honestly, I wouldn't want Baker throwing the ball that far down the field either.
I mean, but if it's I mean, I don't mean to compare it like this, bro. Like, but if you have Devontae Adams going down the field and you're Baker Mayfield, well, don't you trust that motherfucker? I'll throw the shit.
He don't trust himself.
He just I mean,
he don't trust himself because he can't throw. He's not good. He's not big, bro. The reason why everybody in the media has been saying the Browns are okay with starting Case Keenum is because there is no drop off. There is no need to change nothing in the offense, whether Baker Mayfield or Case Keenum is playing. They are equating the boy to Case Keenum.
Well, since you don't run the ball that much, I mean, like, why not?
Why do you think they run the ball so much, bro?
Well, God, it's not because Odell's good.
They run the ball because Baker's not good. Baker, don't lose us the game.
Yeah, I know.
Don't lose it. Just hand the ball behind.
Literally, Chaz, pick a wide receiver in the league that you could pick up and then slot him in, and he'll put up the same numbers as old. Because that was my whole point. Because I'm paying.
Wait, say it again. Say it again.
Pick any wide receiver on any team and have Odell replace them, and then tell me which dude is where. And with Odell's skill set, like, you know, keep in mind, I guess, like, because I don't know, but. Yeah, tell me who you're replacing, and he's putting up the same elite numbers from before.
If we had Deontay Johnson, or if we had Odell instead of Deontay Johnson, he would do exactly what Deontay Johnson is doing, if not more, because he's better than Deontay Johnson.
Better. 100%.
And I love Deontay Johnson. Odell is better than Deontay Johnson.
And he's literally the Steelers' best fucking wide receiver right now.
Let Odell go replace Jamar Chase in Cincinnati and see what he do with Joe Burrow, somebody that can throw him the ball and not the air of the ball.
Jamar Chase right now, I mean,
Jamar Chase is like doing some like legendary shit right now.
Crazy shit. And so was
Odell did.
Odell was doing crazy shit too, but I don't think he's doing it again. I don't see him doing it again.
But that's what I'm also saying, Zacc. Like, he's just not healthy yet, and he's also not in the place that he wants to be at. And I agree with Chaz. And so I think you're disrespecting it too much. You gotta understand what this man can still do. We were just talking about.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying he's not going to return to 2014 numbers. Hell no.
We were just talking about AJ Green are starting to eat. He went to a better team. He's starting to eat.
But he's not putting up his old numbers again either. He's just putting up decent numbers.
Right. But Odell is way. Yeah, Odell's way.
I can agree to that, but I'm not. I can agree.
Let Odell replace Tyler Lockett in Seattle. and see if that offense don't look much crazier with Odell and DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf.
I would love to see it because I don't agree. I don't agree.
I agree.
Let somebody think about the
just haven't had
quarterbacks
it.
he's
You just haven't had the quarterback.
That is pathetic. A retired Eli and Baker Mayfield. That is pathetic.
Why do
you think this though? Like,
just because like
football,
here, let me.
That's what I'm saying. Like we
all
watch the same
pull
football.
Up his numbers. Yeah, here,
right.
Let me pull up his Odell career numbers. Let me fact check myself instead of being petty and just sticking to my guns and check.
Well, no. I mean, I you should always but
I don't see him putting up. I don't see him putting up 14. I don't see him putting up 100 yards, 13 to 1400. Sorry, I don't see him putting up 100 catches, 90 catches to 100 catches, 14 to 1500 yards, and 12 to 13 touchdowns at the age of 29 after having the certain injuries he has and him just going on any team, bro.
And we talking about health wise, right? Right. If we're talking about health wise, if he's 100% healthy.
That just reinforced the fact that like I don't see him.
Why do you think he's the same age as DeAndre Hopkins?
Yeah,
he's the same age as.
But I also see this is about the time where he's. 29. Yeah, okay. Quarterback plays shitty too.
Antonio Brown is 3-4 years older than.
But look what DeAndre Hopkins was doing.
And fucking ABB tripping.
Look what DeAndre Hopkins was doing without like Deshaun Watson though. Like he was still doing nice shit, and that's even with Deshaun Watson already being on the team and then getting hurt, and then
those backups were better than Baker Mayfield. Mayfield is sorry.
You're talking about the old Texans quarterbacks.
Yes, bro.
Were better than
Matt Schaub and
that's bullshit. No way.
Paxton Lynch,
it's better than Baker Mayfield. I don't know.
Chill, Chaz.
You're tripping.
I think you're tripping now. I gotta agree with that, Zacc, on that one. You tripping there. Like,
if there's no difference,
if I'm being mad disrespectful to OBJ, you're being mad disrespectful.
If there's no, I'm not. What has Baker Mayfield done to deserve my respect?
I mean, why haven't they started Case Keenum there?
So, yeah.
Why do you think they are not worried to rush Baker Mayfield back? The Seahawks are going to throw Russell Wilson in that lineup the second he can grip his hand around a football. Yeah. Gino, you got to come sit down. Why? Because there's a large gap between Russell Wilson and Geno Smith. Mm-hmm. The Browns are not tripping because there is not a large gap between Baker Mayfield and Case Keenum.
Yeah.
When the rubber need to meet the road,
offenses too.
When the rubber need to meet the road, Baker Mayfield. There's a reason why the Browns converted to a more run style offense. There's a reason why they went and got Kareem Hunt when they already had Nick Chubb.
I just don't understand why Jarvis Landry is eating all the time and OBJ never gets to eat. Then, like I would.
Jarvis don't be eating like that. Jarvis don't be eating like Jarvis had some cool years.
But the last couple of years, anytime they're on the field, I feel like Jarvis is doing better.
Yeah, Jarvis, bro. Basketball, both on that. Yeah, but Jarvis actually been the more healthy one.
But that's what I'm saying. Though. Jarvis like Odell's like injury prone, has so many injuries.
Good
look. So look.
I gotta cut off the podcast soon too, though, because I've been petty and stern on this, and we've been going back and forth.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. Jarvis Landry last year had 840 yards, 2020. The year before that, he had 1,200 yards. The year before that, he had
both better than Odell's. Better than Odell's seasons.
Wait. No.
Yeah, I'm looking at Odell's numbers right now. What are you talking about?
In 2019, they both had 1,000 yards. Okay, so he had 100 more yards than Odell in 2019.
That's still better though.
Okay, and then Odell got hurt. They both had 1,000 yards, and Jarvis already had continuity with the team. Odell had just got there. He had 1,000 yards in his first year playing with an average quarterback.
Still, bro.
1,000 yards. That's 2 years ago. That's 2 years ago.
Odell stopped being old Odell in 2016, and you can't change my mind, bro.
He got hurt. Bro, he came back and had 77 catches and 1,000 yards. Let the stats change your mind. What are you talking about?
But 77 and 1,000 is not 96 or 101 and 1,400.
So Eli didn't get older between 2014 and 2017? Did Eli get better?
I never said Eli was the issue. I said Odell was the issue.
He plays the dependent position of wide receiver. The quality of his quarterback matters on the quality of his play.
I mean, but before he brought up DeAndre Hopkins as an example, and DeAndre Hopkins is doing more with less than he
plays with Kyler Murray.
We're talking about before. I'm talking about you said
But
Baker
DeAndre
Mayfield's
Hopkins
worse
also had
than
better quarterbacks though. A bunch of them,
bro.
You said a bunch.
Bro. I mean better,
bro.
Now you can't change your mind.
Let me ask you. Antonio Brown had a streak.
Nah.
Antonio, well, the stats say otherwise, so you're denying the stats. He's had
I'm looking at
yards.
the stats.
He went and played in a running offense, Zacc. Of course, his numbers are not going to be the same. They run the ball more than they throw it. He's not going to get 1,500 yards. They're handing it to Chubb.
If he was better, they would work him into the offense.
Our offense is based around Nick Chubb
and
Kareem Hunt.
Yes.
Why is that?
Because
it was like that before Odell got there.
As nice.
It was like that before Odell got there.
But you wouldn't agree that if Odell was doing better, they wouldn't work him into the offense more? Like, I understand what you're saying about the bad QB play, bro.
He had Zacc. He played.
I'm saying I'm not even saying about Baker, bro. Yo, we gotta really cut the pod though, because we've been stuck on this for a long time, dog. A long time. This has no relevance to fantasy football. This is just me and you both being petty. Me a little more so than you, because I hear what you're saying, but you're still not changing my mind, man. I learned it from Josh, like the petty prince over here, dog.
Also, for me, Zacc, like, you know, I agree with you saying. Like, I see both sides of the field, but like, I don't. You know, I'm big on. I've always been big on Odell, but
you have, yeah.
You know, 100%, I agree, but like for a good reason though. You know, we've seen greatness already. I mean, you can't take that away from him yet. Just because he doesn't have a great quarterback and he's not healthy, you can't say that he's not going to be great. You know, it's like saying that Julio's not good anymore. Like, he's just not healthy. Julio's still great. You know, we've only seen regression when he's not healthy. But when he's healthy, everybody knows you got to start Julio. It's the same concept.
I don't feel the same about OBJ when he's healthy. I don't feel like he's a must start like for fantasy, and I don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, he's not a must start. He plays with Baker Mayfield. No, he's not a must start.
Yeah.
Jarvis Landry not a must start neither.
But I feel like Julio has more of a case. Like,
Jarvis have 3 touchdowns this weekend. Chill.
Like, I feel like Julio Jones like would have. I don't know.
No, he.
I'm just saying. I think
you
guys have both have really good valid points, but
Bro, outside the year last year when Odell got hurt, he's had 1,000 yards every year. A receiver that gets 1,000 yards in a running offense is a good receiver, is a great receiver. Any receiver that gets 1,000 yards in a running offense.
I agree, but like I said, bro, like I don't see him. I don't see him getting worked in anywhere. Like I don't see him getting worked in anywhere to be able to put up 2016 and prior numbers. I
just think a better quarterback, bro. I'm telling you, if he goes to the Bills, he goes to the Seahawks, anybody with a better quarterback. That's exactly how I feel. He would do better.
But yeah, I don't think he's matching a career year ever again. Just saying, like, I don't.
I mean, those are hard numbers, you know, to match.
But that's my whole point this entire time is he's not going back to those 1,300 plus yards any team, in my opinion. Like, I don't see it. Like, and with the 12 touchdowns as well.
But until he leaves and goes somewhere else, we can't really have that we necessarily can't have that argument. But he did those numbers with Eli.
Bro,
that's not my fault. I'm just watching what I'm seeing, you know.
No, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I agree. But like, you know, if you think he's not going to do those numbers with Russ, you think he's not going to do those numbers with Kyler, and that's what also Chaz.
I think he would do even better if he had those guys at that time. But I'm talking about now with whoever he wants. I don't see him touching 1,300 with 13 and 101. Like, I know. You give me that side eye, bro. But especially at the age of 29, like, if he does, that'd be awesome, bro.
Yeah.
That's not. You keep saying the age of 29. That's not old. Antonio Brown is still a top 3 receiver in the league at 33.
That's also Antonio Brown, bro.
And Odell was putting up Antonio Brown numbers at the same time as Antonio Brown. So
All right. Well, once we give Odell the 2 years to get, bounce around a little more, 3 years, and
Yeah.
maybe come back to it, you could tell me I was right. But until then, I don't see it, bro. I don't see
I
it.
feel it,
I mean,
bro.
yeah, until honestly, until Odell makes like, he got to make certain moves. I think the only reason why he went to the Browns because of Jarvis. To be real, Jarvis talked a
100%.
lot. And
100%.
Yeah, he
Jarvis
wanted to
like,
work with his friend, bro. Wanted to
yeah, you
work with
want to
his
work.
friend.
You want to work with your best friends, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like I feel that, and that's why Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase is doing so good because they fucking friends. Like, I'm giving my homie the rock. That's it. That's literally what it is, So until he goes somewhere, until Odell decides to make that power move, like I don't want to be here no more because of all this shit. I want to be a great player. He not gonna make.
Prove me wrong. I would love to take Odell and because he was dope back in the day.
I mean, I would love, bro. Honestly, there's been
man.
a lot of rumors about fucking the Seahawks talking to Odell, seeing all that shit. Like when he was going through all that shit, there was a lot of talk, bro.
Yeah, I was hoping he was gonna go there
bro.
too.
I know you saw me post that hella times, bro. I literally,
I wanted it to happen. Yeah,
like bitch, I'll cry. Don't fuck with me right now. Like
for his birthday, I hope he get traded, bro. So
Yeah.
I hope that's his birthday present.
Yeah, but
I hope
they
I'm
give
wrong.
him a better quarterback.
I don't want any player to do any less than their best. So I'm not saying it to hate on him. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Until that happens, I'm on this.
But you're saying that though, Zach. We were talking about their best. We've already seen his best.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He can't go. He's not going back to what his best. Like I know Chaz thinks that he can, but I don't think so. I don't think he's going back to.
He only got hurt one time.
Yeah. It looks like twice.
Or twice. I'm sorry, twice. Yeah, he got hurt twice. Those are the only years he didn't have 1,000 yards. Bro.
Yeah, but those are also really big injuries too, though, Chaz. That's also you have to think about. It's not they're not light injuries.
Yeah, 100%.
They're not light injuries.
What happened to him the first time?
Ankle ACL.
He broke his ankle?
Yeah, he broke his ankle and it was the ACL right after that. Or was it vice versa? One of the two. I'm pretty sure he broke his ankle, then it was an ACL.
Hey, if that boy played on side of Devontae Adams with Aaron Rodgers, I promise you, he'd have 85 catches, 1,200 yards, 1,300 yards, 8-9 touchdowns. I promise you.
Oh yeah, because Devontae. I mean, shit, just put him on the fucking.
If you got to guard Odell one-on-one,
bro, it's him
guard him
and
one-on-one,
D-Hop, it's going crazy.
I promise you. If he's in an offense where he knows he's getting the ball, he knows when he's getting the ball.
But Zach, honestly, real quick, what is making numbers right now? Yeah, but what is making you think that necessarily that
he was so again? Because he was so good back then and younger, more explosive, more athletic. Like it's okay. I get, you know what I mean?
It's not like he doesn't have money to come back and maintain himself.
I'm not saying that he doesn't. I'm just saying it's more likely that he's I don't know how many times I got to repeat that the numbers are repeating. I don't think he's sitting because he hit those numbers for 3 years. So and that's why I'm going back to him. He hit them for 3 years.
You think he's not? You think he's not going to leak at least 1,200 yards?
Hey, so look,
I'm going back to having because I can see him having any of those. Maybe one
because he'll easily make 1,000 yards.
I think he can have
300 more yards.
Well, 300 yards is a lot of yards, though.
Yeah, 100%. So it's 200.
But what I'm saying is like for him to have the yardage and the touchdowns and the reception totals that he had before, like I could see him having one maybe of those, but like not necessarily all three at once. Like no, I don't see him doing that again. I don't see him putting up 13 touchdowns again. I don't see him putting up 1,300 yards again.
Check this out. Randy Moss, now he never got hurt, but Randy Moss went to Oakland and he had a season where he had 500 yards and everybody thought his career was over.
It sounds like Antonio Brown.
And then the next year he went to New England with a new quarterback and returned to look like the best wide receiver in the league because his situation changed and he went right back. He actually did even better. Then he put the crazy numbers he did in Minnesota. He put up even crazier numbers 8 years later into his career with a better quarterback. All I'm saying is when you play the dependent position of wide receiver, the quality of your quarterback will reflect why do you think Antonio Brown wanted to leave Pittsburgh? He saw that the quality of his quarterback was dwindling. And he knew that would dwindle the quality of his play. And he didn't want that.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but like it's doesn't like I hate to say it, does not phase any. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. Doesn't phase like like you're saying like yeah, I'm sure if he went on the team with the GOAT too with Tom Brady, like he would do just as well as Randy Moss.
Well,
But
let
like
him go. Let him go play with the
at the
Chiefs.
same,
Let him go play
I
with
don't
the Chiefs.
I don't well I don't if he
Or-
goes to the Chiefs today like I don't see it improving the Chiefs at all. I don't see it helping him either. Like
Shit.
Boy,
Shit.
boy,
Now
Now you gotta
Odell
guard
went to the
him
Chiefs.
and Tyreek 1-on-1.
Uh,
Shit.
who you gonna guard?
dude, they're gonna need to put up fucking points every drive. Jesus Christ,
They will.
I mean, they will.
Yeah,
They
well,
will.
they need that to
They
happen.
would.
But
They
yeah,
would, honestly, at
but,
that point, they
yeah.
would.
Like I said, I would love to be wrong. I would love to see it, and I would love to be wrong. But
I mean,
like,
I'm not saying that you're wrong or any type of way. I'm saying the same thing for Chad. I'm not saying you're wrong. You guys both have valid points, but for me, I'm a little bit leaning more towards Chad just because I've seen the football that he plays.
Yeah, like trust me, like give him the best quarterback you could think of right now and make him the number one. Make sure he gets the most targets. Like
you didn't have to give him the best quarterback. You just have to give him a good quarterback.
Well, I'm just saying you guys could choose which one in this hypothetical, and I still wouldn't buy it until I see it for. No, I don't.
Where do you rank him in
Josh
wide receivers in the league? Where do you think he at in the league? Like, do you think he's better than like Emanuel Sanders?
Well, it's hard. It's hard to do that because like it's all opportunity based too when you put it like that. Like, do I think he's better than Emanuel Sanders? Yes, I do. But I think they're very equal. I think they're very like they're pretty close
that's
to each
about
other.
where he's at. Okay.
But I also don't see Emanuel Sanders as this highly touted talent. Besides that, I think he's similar.
That's why
I think yeah, Odell's better, but yeah,
because I figure Emanuel Sanders is he's just below he's a middle of the pack kind of guy.
Because and if we're if we want to talk about career, then like I don't know, like Odell's done the crazier shit, but Sanders has the Super Bowl, I think, right?
Right.
Yeah, but anyways, but if we're talking about right now, like.
Mm-hmm.
I think right now they're both equal. Like I think Odell could put up Sanders numbers right now, but Sanders is also the wide receiver 2/3/4 on any given night on one of the most pass heavy offenses. And Sanders numbers now aren't Odell's. And even though Odell's better, I don't think.
When I asked that, I want to see where your head at.
Yeah, because I don't think the numbers would be much better than Sanders. I think it averaged like. Probably an extra 20 yards and an extra catch maybe just to be nice, just to give him like his props. But like, I don't see it. Yeah, no, still don't.
Do you think Jarvis is better than Odell?
At the moment, yeah, I do. Because I feel like Jarvis's skill set isn't as reliant on like being faster than somebody or jumping higher than somebody. Like his is just straight hands. Like Odell's got hands, but like Jarvis Landry, they play different. Like he's way more like possession than Odell is more like before it was contested catches and like crazy big plays, and I don't see him making those crazy big plays all the time anymore. He can still make them, but I don't see it like as like consistently
because he's not given the opportunity though. That's also what it is.
But as long as he doesn't get the opportunity, it's not going to change my mind because I can't see it. So for that reason, I'm not changing. Yeah, I can't.
I feel that.
Because also if he was good enough to play outside of his how do you say his obstacles, then he would be showing out right now.
So do you think Cooper Kupp got much better from last year, or do you think his quarterback got better from last year? Because he didn't put up these kind of numbers last year.
I think Cooper Kupp has always been underrated. I think the touchdowns are what's making everyone really pay attention because Cooper Kupp only scored 2 or 3 touchdowns last season or the season before, one of those 2 seasons. So his numbers didn't look that scary, but the yardage is pretty much the same, almost the same. Like I'm not even capping. Like the yardage is pretty close, but Cooper Kupp did not score 10 touchdowns. Like we don't have to really take too many of those into consideration because we always say they're not really all that predictable. But I think Cooper Kupp is just as good as he was last year. I think his quarterback play improved. I think just touchdowns are going his way more. Like if he didn't have 10 touchdowns, he wouldn't be the number 1 fantasy wide receiver.
But why do you think he has more touchdowns?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's because of Matt Stafford. I really don't, because like I said, like he had 3 that I don't think it's specifically because of Matt Stafford. The touchdowns, no. Like more yardage, maybe more catches because he's having like 2 extra catches a game. Like, yeah, like I attribute that. Like he's playing better because of Matt, but it's not touchdowns aren't attributed to Matt Stafford. I don't think. Like he was. I don't know because like I said, the yardage is pretty much the same. Like the catches are give or take similar. It's just the touchdowns that are like that we can't predict. You know, because he had 10 touchdowns 2 seasons ago with Jared Goff, and nobody said boo-boo then. You know what I mean? And it was pretty similar numbers then too.
But then Jared Goff went like this to this. Like, you know, he was going up and then he go boop.
But he did that with Jared Goff before, and he did it with Jared Goff before, and now he's doing it with Matt Stafford. So I don't see the quarterbacks being too much of the effect because I already saw it with Jared Goff's never been the greatest ever. He's definitely been able to keep pace sometimes. But
Jared Goff comparison to Matt Stafford, it's not. I want to say night and day, but it's you obviously would pick Matt Stafford.
Well, obviously I would pick Matt Stafford, yeah. But like I said, like I think he's one of those players that doesn't really matter who his quarterback is. So I think Cooper Kupp may have just been like not the best example to choose. But in my opinion, yeah, Matt Stafford didn't make him any better because he's always been this good. Just touchdowns are going his way a little more than last season. Because like I said, 2 seasons ago, or maybe it was 3, like he's putting up decent touchdowns with Goff. Like it was like
but
9 or 10.
10 and 8 games is ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's the thing too, though. It's like we're talking now, but in 8 weeks, it could still only be 10 touchdowns.
So think about it like this. Think about it like this, Zacc. Look at the difference between
19.
Right.
Hold on. Todd Gurley numbers, bro, from back in the day.
But if you think about it like this, Zacc. Look at the numbers for Tyler Lockett right now. Look at his numbers compared to what happened when Russ is out.
I'm about to end the show in 5 seconds, though, because we're going to continue this talk after.
I'm just saying.
No, we're going to continue this topic. I'm just going to cut it real quick so we can talk to you. I appreciate everyone coming out on the Stat Daddy podcast. Appreciate it. This was episode 6. You know, things got a little heat in our discussion. Went like 30 to 45 minutes longer than it was supposed to, but it's all good. We're shooting for we'll try it again next week. It's all good.
Hey, y'all,
this what happens because
it's always supposed to be 1 hour, guys.
Because we're all petty as fuck, and then it's either we're petty as fuck and we're not gonna break. And then on top of that, if we're not being petty, then it's like, oh, we're so flowy with our combos as it is, like normal. Like that, we'll just start doing that. We'll just start talking, and then it's like, no, focus. Like I watch like the other fantasy football people, and they're like, boom, they're like, oh yeah, I think this, and this, and the next person's like, okay, I agree with that, and then this is my take, and this is mine, and the next dude's like, okay, this, and this, done, 2 minutes, and I'm like, dude, how the fuck do you guys don't like having like any outside opinion besides that? Like, I don't know, but
opinions on opinions over here.
We'll get there. And they be having like a lot of this stuff written out too. So they like,
I got my shit written out. I got my shit written out. I also don't have.
I'm off the dome with this shit. I'm just.
I don't have.
Talking football. That's exactly what I'm doing.
I don't have the heart to cut people off most of the time. Most of the time, I'm like, I don't want to be a dick. But then I realize like it's a show.
No,
I need to run my show.
Fuck Chaz.
Because hey, motherfucker, it's you too. It's you too, motherfucker. And guess what? It's me too. It's me too. I'm not innocent in that either. Like, dude, there's a couple times you guys had to stop me tonight to to let you guys finish because I get excited too. We're talking sports, you know. But anyways,
how we got on the Odell topic, and then we just ran.
I don't even know how.
That's what I'm saying.
How we got here.
That's what I'm saying. I just blacked out. Pettiness just put up the wall, and I was just like, what?
I was like,
yeah.
I was just letting y'all speak too.
Because I noticed Chaz was doing it too, and I was like, nah. I don't ever do this shit with Chaz, and honestly, like, I'm not gonna be a pushover. I'm sorry, I'm holding my guns, bro.
Hey, we lost it.
Dude, we did.
We love y'all though.
Peace out.
Yeah, we do love
Peace,
y'all.
love. All right, yeah.